We want to welcome everyone tonight. Tonight's Thursday night basketball game, a big district matchup between Nashville Christian School and Goodpasture Christian School. We're just about ready to begin the girls' game. Starting lineups for tonight continue to be the same for Nashville Christian School. We have Ava Pomeroy, Charlie Harper, Whitley Miller, Riley O'Connor, and Grayson Bonds starting for the Eagles. Coach Spann is going to join me tonight for the broadcast. Coach Spann is having trouble with his mic. We're going to get Coach Spann. We're going to get Coach Spann settled in at some point. We need a handicap accessible broadcast booth for Coach Spann and Coach Mike. I have adjusted the broadcast booth tonight. Sorry you don't have Coach Mike. You just have me, Brian Bishop, as the principal, and Coach Spann will be joining me eventually once he figures out how to use his headphones. We'll get those going here in just 1 second. For all of you 20 who are watching, Coach Spann is now with us and settled in. He did not break anything except the desk that he is using.
It's good to be here, Coach.
All right, we're about ready to get started. I believe both girls' teams are undefeated in district play, so this is a big game tonight. Starters for Goodpasture Christian School, number 0 is Hawkins. Number 3 is Ruffin. Number 10 is Perky, Sarah Perky. Number 30 is Johnson Corley, Kennedy Johnson Corley. And number 33 is the final starter, Maddie Crocker. Apparently, girls basketball team is having a uniform issue. I think they've sent a couple of girls to the locker room. I don't think the referees approved of, I'm not sure exactly what, but they have been sent to the locker room. So, Coach Spann, any thoughts before we start this game about the matchup between Nashville Christian and Goodpasture?
Well, I didn't get to see the last game when we played them, but I heard it was a real good game. Probably looking for the same type thing tonight.
Well, except for the fact that we haven't played Goodpasture yet this year, so you might be referring to the Goodpasture game last year.
Might have been the soccer game, I'm thinking.
Since both teams are undefeated in the district, it'd be hard for us to have had played them already.
Well, I thought we already beat them.
No. We played Clarksville Academy Tuesday night on the road. That might be what you're referring to. Had a good victory there. Clarksville Academy at the time was undefeated in the district. And I know next week Clarksville Academy will play Goodpasture as well. So we're all getting into district play, and Goodpasture wins the tip.
The coaches here are real good friends with each other, too.
Good point. So they may know some of the offenses that the other runs and defenses, and so we'll see what kind of adjustments each makes against someone they know really well. Good motion there, passing it inside to Riley O'Connor. She misses the first, gets her own rebound, and misses the second. Straight up defense there from Goodpasture. And they come down the other way. Looking to go inside. And she gets 2 offensive rebounds. That would be Johnson Corley gets 2 offensive rebounds and scores on the 3rd attempt there.
All 3 shots were about a foot away.
Yeah, we got to back her out of there. We can't give up two or three straight offensive boards on one possession. I know Coach Patton won't be happy with that. Ava Pomeroy with the drive. Nice pass from Grayson Bonds on the wing.
Ava's shooting that with her left hand as she's running through.
See that? Like to see those short shots go in. We need those. 3-point shot there from Goodpasture is no good. Charlie Harper comes out looking to run the court. We get a little reach-in call there on number 0, Hawkins. So the Eagles will bring the ball in, headed the other way.
Don't worry about it.
Lob pass over the top to Riley O'Connor, and it's stolen underneath from Hawkins. Hawkins makes the steal, kicks it up court to number 10 for a three-point shot on the wing, and she nails it. That's Sarah Perkey with the three. Kick out to Whitley Miller on the wing. Good look, not able to convert. Hawkins with the rebound. We've said Hawkins' name a lot already. Goodpasture moving the ball around. Nashville Christian in man-to-man. Trying to protect against those drives. Good positioning right there. Did not call an over-the-back call, even though we had really good position, and the ball will be out of bounds to Goodpasture.
It was an obvious over-the-back.
Felt like it was a pretty strong push, but not called there on that possession.
We're not saying anything bad about the referee in there.
I didn't say anything bad. Just said it wasn't called. Eagles get the rebound. Charlie Harper pushes it up to Ava Pomeroy for the drive. It goes in. And after a discussion, the referees agree it is a block, and therefore the basket should count for Pomeroy, and she'll have a free throw to add to that. This is the free throw, but a nice offensive board there by Riley O'Connor. Kicks it back out to Bonds, and then we turn that ball over there. It's unfortunate we haven't had a good offensive rebound off the free throw. Good chance to make a basket. So Coach Spann, referees having a little discussion here. Not sure what's going on. I will let you know that Coach McPherson has shared his list of nicknames with me for each of the players. For those listening, I'm not sure I'll actually use those, but if I throw one of those in now and then, it's only in reference to the greatness of Coach McPherson as a broadcaster.
I think the referees are talking about one of the fans up here. Steve Bishop he may be thrown out.
Well, he has
here.
been a little rowdy, and I'm not sure what's going on. They may throw Steve Bishop out of this game. I'm not sure. It's hard to tell. These two refs are both wearing masks, so we can't read lips. We can't know what they're talking about. So we just have to wait until they report something to us. And I don't think they're going to report anything. I think maybe he's having trouble keeping that whistle under the mask. Goodpasture finally brings the ball down the court. Hawkins attacking the basket with the drive. And she's going to draw the foul. Coach Hawkins appears to be what I see so far as the star that they're going to rely on a lot.
Yeah, you know their best players hurt, ACL and
yes,
fall. All of them look to drive.
I believe they called that foul on. Sorry for this. I believe they called that foul on Ava Pomeroy. It'll be her first, team first. Quick three there by Charlie Harper. That's what we like to see. Like to see that confident shooting up the court to tie the game at 7. Another drive. They're going to attack the basket all night, Coach.
They got
30
stop
drives
her.
it in. Yep. And Coach Patton felt like that's what they would try to do, is drive the basket and penetrate, force us into some defensive choices. Johnson Corley there is going to pick up the foul.
First team foul.
I believe that's their third team foul.
Yeah.
I missed one. I'm not sure who got the second one. I have one on Hawkins and one on Johnson Corley. Coach Spann, are you keeping up with the fouls over there? You're usually the color analyst is keeping up with the stats. I wasn't sure if you were doing that.
Yes, I'm not. I will start right now.
Nice kick out to Grayson Bonds for 3, a little short. Rebound to number 22, Brene Williams. We got some subs into the game from both sides. Williams in for Goodpasture, Bishop in for Nashville Christian, and Hawkins again.
Ava
draws the foul on Ava Pomeroy, which will be her second. And Coach, they're just getting. If they get a step at all, they're gonna put it right at us on the drive. Is what it looks like.
Yeah, this could come down to how well our bench plays.
Exactly. 3-point shot from Hawkins. The inbounds man, Coach, I watched some film today. The inbounds man and Goodpasture's out-of-bounds plays under the basket is dangerous. That's where they look to go in various ways, getting it back to the inbounds man. Tried a little set curl play there. Got it back. Charlie Harper drives the basket and draws the foul on Hawkins. And I believe that's Hawkins' second foul, Coach. That could be big given what we've seen already. So Hawkins may have to go to the bench along with Ava Pomeroy of Nashville Christian with 2 fouls early.
Here she goes.
Charlie Harper nails the first free throw.
Did we mention JB and Cammie coming in?
JB Sizemore and Cammie Bishop came into the game for Nashville Christian. Come in for O'Connor and Pomeroy.
A little full court action.
I like the pressure coming up the court. Goodpasture handles it well. Let's see if we can keep them out of the lane this time. Good defense on the wing there by Charlie Harper.
She just has a right hand, Coach.
Yep. Looks like she's going to stay in that corner if she's on the right-hand side. The turnover by Goodpasture there, picked up by Bishop. She decides to settle down and dish to the trailer. Charlie Harper for 3. And that's her second 3 of the game to tie it up at 12, and that's what we like to see. Charlie had been out for a couple of games playing limited minutes with some injuries recently, and it's good to see her back in the groove.
She's a very good shooter, good ball hand. She's a gym rat, what we used to call them, you remember?
That's correct. She is definitely a gym rat. It's more of a reference to her time in the gym than the rodent itself. All right, so here we are, 12-12, 3 minutes to go here in the first half. Pretty good game so far. Obviously, seemed to be really evenly matched. Nashville Christian's hit a couple of 3-point shots, and Goodpasture's done most of their damage by driving the basket, although they've also hit a couple of 3-point shots.
Whites. Yeah, I mean, it's down.
Nashville Christian going with a little 2-2 press here. They're kind of modified 2-2 press. Goodpasture attacking that, drives down the sideline. Number 30 is able to handle that, but number 2, Kate Miles, or Harper Miles, who's just into the game, makes a turnover there on the double dribble. Nashville Christian will take the ball.
That's Jean Manise's granddaughter.
Gotcha. Gene Manise, great guy. Been around a long time. Nice little backdoor play, which we've seen a lot this year. Great pass from Whitley Miller. Great cut, great finish, and we drew the foul there. Coach, I'm not sure exactly who that foul was on. I believe I missed that. So I think I'm not getting a good read on who all the fouls are on right there. But Grayson Bonds for 2, and she'll have a free throw to complete the 3-point play. And she makes it. Riley O'Connor back into the game for Grayson Bonds. This is the lineup. If Nashville Christian has a lineup, this is the lineup you call the big lineup. If there is a big lineup for Nashville Christian, this is it. The Sizemore, Bishop, and O'Connor all at the game at the same time. And number 2 redeems herself and drains a 3-pointer there. Good look. 15-15 here. Tough game, what we expected. Good offense so far.
You know, usually when we play them, it's a hard defensive game.
That's exactly what I was thinking, and Charlie Harper just attacks there and drives. Riley O'Connor with a great job sealing the defense there. I was thinking that the last 2 years, these games have been very low scoring, and we might not even have 17 points at halftime.
A lot of passing.
Yes.
This is seems to be more attacking.
Yes, both teams looking to score. Good pressure defense right there. Forces the turnover, and Nashville Christian will pick up the ball again here, looking to extend that 2-point lead. Charlie Harper brings the ball down the court. Ball screen there, looking for the 3-point shot off the elevator screen at the top. not open that time. I think he's going to get Charlie with a little bit extra hop there as she took the handoff off the dribble.
She's been working with James Harden on that hop step there.
Oh, is that where she gets that from?
Yeah.
I wondered about that.
Yeah.
Now, James Harden can get away with that, though.
Yes, he does. Yes, he
In
does.
fact, he gets away with maybe some even
A
bigger
little,
hops
yeah, a
than
little
that.
bit more. But him being left-handed, she's modeled her game after him.
There you go. That's a good one to model. There's a charge taken by Whitley Miller, and that is on number 30, and I believe that's also her second foul, Coach. I missed a couple of fouls there on Goodpasture. However, the 4 that I have caught, 2 on Hawkins and 2 on Johnson Corley, and those appear to be 2 big offensive weapons for them, so that could be a difference maker if Nashville Christian can take advantage of that.
Ball ends up in their hands every time, it seems like.
Yes, and they're so far continue to try to drive the paint. Nice backdoor pass there from Grayson Bonds to Kimmy Bishop, cutting in from the baseline. 2 points for Bishop. Excellent drive and pass there. Like to see that.
Real heads-up play, even on
Yes.
Cammy's cut to the hole.
Yes, recognizing the open area and passing and cutting to the open area. 3-point shot there for Goodpasture. Not able to convert. Rebound, and Coach Patton calls a timeout as Nashville Christian has possession on the floor.
If that ball hits the floor and Grayson's around it, she's going to end up
She's
with
going to be there really close, and J.B. Sizemore was there as well. Coach, so far I like really what I'm seeing on the offensive end. Nashville Christian sharing the ball well and hitting the shots that are open.
They look very relaxed on their shooting, too. All of them just – and Whitley hadn't shot but one, has she? 1 3?
I think just 1 3, and so that's a good sign that others are scoring. It's been shared around. I'm not sure I've seen Riley O'Connor.
She missed those 2 at follow-up. And
so 2 of our leading scorers right now not contributing as much, but we're still scoring well, and that's good to see when you can share that around, and you know what, you have five players on the court at a time who can score.
And you know they're going to bring their points before the game's over.
Correct. Nashville Christian going to a little bit spread out offense here for the last minute of the half. They might wait for one, or they might just look for a really good drive opportunity for a layup. Coach Patton's rule generally, the ball is tipped out of bounds there. Goes back to Nashville Christian, but Coach Patton generally will say he will live with a layup in these situations. I've heard him say that before.
Layup or free throw?
Layup or free throw, we'll take those. Otherwise, let's just let it run down and take that last shot. Grayson Bonds drives, loses handles a little bit, kicks it back out. And we turn it over here to number 22 of Goodpasture, and she drives the basket and scores. That is Brene Williams. That's a tough break, Coach.
Yeah.
We were trying to hold for one and just lost the ball.
I think we were sort of in between. Are we holding for one or are we going for now shot?
Yeah, we seemed a little unsure. Charlie Harper takes a deep 3 there with 6 seconds to go, and it does not catch any iron. And Goodpasture will get the ball back with 2.5 seconds to go.
They're going to get a good throw here.
It looks like Nashville Christians recognize that and going to step up a little bit. Goodpasture inbounds the ball. Ooh. Coach, I felt really strongly we could have drawn a charge right there. That was an excellent basketball play by J.B. Sizemore, but it was not recognized. Sometimes on that last second play, they don't always get the calls. Coach Spann, we're posing for a picture here. Might see our picture in the newspaper someday for broadcasting this game. All of 24 of you are watching tonight, so we are thrilled to have you all with us and watching this game, again, of 2 undefeated teams in the district, and it's 19-17 after 1 quarter. Coach, what do you think about the first quarter?
I'm happy with the first quarter. I think we look real good on the offensive end. Both teams are having trouble stopping the other team.
Yes.
I mean, it's a lot of points right here for 1 quarter.
There is. Coach, I was also just wondering, I noticed on the internet today that you and Coach McPherson had an NBA 2K challenge today. Yes. on the Wii or the Xbox, whichever system you're playing. Can you tell me who won the game and kind of how it went?
He keeps that in his room, and in between assignments while the kids are in there, he'll play that game. I've never played it before. It's the first time ever, and I beat him.
Nice job, Coach Spann. And we know Coach McPherson probably plays that game a little more even when he doesn't have breaks.
Yes.
So we know he's spending a little too much time on that, practicing up for you. Nashville Christian moving the ball around here. We're back to Charlie Harper at the top. Looking to try to go inside to Riley O'Connor there. Didn't get it to her, but nice drive by J.B. Sizemore off the backboard and good.
JB's strongest suit is that right there, drive to the hole.
Coach, she took it in there, and there was defense out front, but once she got past them, there was nobody there to meet her, so great drive by her. There's number 30. Again, Coach, I think the Goodpasture offense appears to rely on those two players really heavily, and so we need to do a good job on them, and right there we did. She took a forced three-pointer. We're going to draw a foul there on number 34, Maddie Gaza, and that'll be her first foul, 7th team foul, and so we should be shooting 1-1 here. Grayson Bond shooting 1-1. She misses the front end, gets her own rebound and kicks it back out to reset. Nice kick down inside, and J.B. Sizemore is unable to convert, but Goodpasture knocks it out of bounds, and Nashville Christian will have a chance to reset here.
Boy, that was some good passing.
Sure was.
Good-looking pass.
Nice pass. Out to Bishop for three from the corner, and it doesn't quite bounce in. Had a couple of opportunities to bounce in, didn't quite go. Goodpasture brings the ball the other way. Goodpasture is playing a lot of different players. They've gotten several in here in the first half. In fact, most everyone on their bench has been in the game so far. Charlie Harper attacking against traffic, and Goodpasture comes up with the loose ball. She is able to get back and recover on defense. J.B. Sizemore gets a tip. It looks like we've got a jump ball there, and the possession arrow will go to Goodpasture. Whitley Miller is going to come back into the game here and replace Bishop. And Goodpasture continues to attempt to play without Hawkins on the court, so we're going to have to see how long she remains on the bench. I also believe number 30 has 2 fouls as well, so it'd be nice if we could draw a third foul there. Going to get a little bump on J.B. Sizemore. It'll be her first. Just the third foul on Nashville Christian. Until this point, it was 2 fouls on Ava Pomeroy.
Great defensive play.
Nice possession, nice position, reading which direction the drive was going to go and not letting her penetrate there. All right, we're going to set up here with Charlie Harper up top. Maybe looking for a backdoor there to Whitley Miller, who's coming off.
See that girl?
To the high again.
Just ready to say that defender was 5 foot off of Charlie.
She sure was. She went tried to go under the screen, which was way below the three-point line, and Charlie, I believe that was a three-point shot, but they've only given her 2 on the board. I think what I saw was a three-point shot, Coach.
I did too.
And I believe it banked in.
Yes. They may have taken a point off because of that.
Maybe only get 2 because she banked, but that could be important, Coach. I don't know if anybody's recognized that. No one on the bench. Nice backdoor cut by number 3, 80 Ruffin. And they score there on that layup. But I don't think anybody's recognized that we did not get credit for that third point there. But maybe the bookkeepers will catch that up at halftime.
I did not actually see an official's hands go up either, did you?
Well, I don't know. I wasn't really looking, to be honest. It looks like a turnover on Nashville Christian with no tip from Goodpasture.
Passes are a little long right there.
Yeah. Yeah. To be honest, we looked a little scattered on that possession. Not exactly sure what we were running there is how we looked. Not sure if that's true, but that's how it looked. Goodpasture with the ball. Number 10, Perky, drives the basket, and she's going to pick up the second foul on J.B. Sizemore. So now that's 2 players for Nashville Christian with 2 fouls. So they'll be dealing with the same problem that Goodpasture will be trying to deal with as well. So Bishop comes back into the game for Sizemore. I know Bishop got a piece of that, but I sure thought number 10 knocked it out last. I was pretty sure she touched it.
Yeah.
It was right here in front of us, but referees didn't see it that way.
Again, we're not complaining.
No, they just didn't see it that way. 3-point shot goes out of bounds, tipped off of Goodpasture on the rebound there, and Nashville Christian will get the ball going the other way.
Sarah Perkey is the daughter of one of the coaches at Goodpasture, coaches football.
Well, what made me feel really old right before the game is one of the assistant coaches on Goodpasture, as Charlie Harper drives in there and is blocked, one of the assistant coaches on Goodpasture, Carly Eubanks, reminded me that I taught her when she was in middle school about 100 years ago. Carly Crosby went to Brentwood Middle and played at Brentwood High School for Coach Sig, and now she's coaching for Goodpasture. Not sure what's going on. There's a lot of that's 6 players on the court. That's the second game in a row. We had an issue with that the other night. It's the second game in a row where the other team has had 6 players on the court with some confusion.
I would not want the referee to stop play while they figure out what's going on.
Good point. If they can't get off the court, bring the ball in and call the technical as is required. But neither time that this has occurred now in 2 games have we received the technical foul. Charlie Harper literally just throws the ball up for grabs, and Goodpasture gratefully knocks it out of bounds. Grayson Bonds kind of fell there. She looks a little unsure, and Coach Patton's going to have to go back to Ava Pomeroy here.
Grayson fell hard. She didn't fall far.
No.
But she fell hard.
All right, so Nashville Christian get another chance at out of bounds here under the basket. It's into Whitley Miller in the corner. Ava Pomeroy gets the ball, tries the hook shot on the drive there, and is unable to convert. Goodpasture will attack the other way. Good job stopping the drive there by Nashville Christian. Back up to number 30, Johnson Corley, and up to the 3-point shot by number 10. Bishop with the rebound, brings it up the court, reverses it to Charlie Harper for the 3 again. Charlie is feeling it, wasn't quite able to convert that one, but we like to see her shooting the ball confidently. Goodpasture will have the rebound and come down the other way. Coach, the second quarter a little slower from an offensive standpoint, more like what we really expect in a game of these 2 teams.
Well, every girl who catches it just about drives.
They're looking to drive every time. Nashville Christian with a good rebound there. Nashville Christian played great help side defense there and gave up the 3-point shot. You'd rather give up a 3 than a layup.
Right now against this group. We have 4 guards out there, Coach.
Yes, we do. I was afraid he might call the walk there on Riley O'Connor before she was able to draw the foul.
I know I'm making some old references, but that reminded me of Kareem Abdul-Jabbar's move.
Who was that? I'm just kidding. I know Kareem Abdul-Jabbar.
Look,
all right,
number 30 has a great step back move. She's going to hit some of those a little bit.
She's a tough player. Again, she's managed to play well with 2 fouls. Interesting that Pomeroy is guarding her 2-on-2 there in foul count. Tip ball by Riley O'Connor, picked up by number 10 for Goodpasture, who drives it into the basket and scores. Perky. Kicked up the sideline to Bishop. Bishop looks for O'Connor at the high post, who takes it to the basket and scores. And the foul on number 22 on Goodpasture right there. That's Brene Williams. Great drive, great penetration. Bishop draws the defense and then dishes it to Riley O'Connor at the high post.
I think, is that the 4th point? How many you got?
For O'Connor, I've got that's her 2nd point. That's just her first basket,
no,
I believe.
I meant in this thing.
Oh, this quarter, I believe we were 19 at the break. We were 19, and it's now 26. So we've scored 7, not scoring it near the rate we were. Excellent defense there by Whitley Miller, drawing the jump ball on the drive. Number 30, Johnson Corley, not afraid to drive with 2 fouls, Coach. It'd be nice if we could draw one of our famous charges on that when she comes in.
Our girls excellent at taking charges.
Excellent. Looking for the pass inside. National Christian with the turnover. 22 picks up the ball for Goodpasture. Back out to Johnson Corley there. Reverses it to number 10. Tipped by Charlie Harper there on the drive. And back out to 33 for the three-point shot. Coach, a three-point shot will keep a lot of teams around.
Yes.
It doesn't feel like Goodpasture's had as strong an offensive game, but they're right there with us because they've made a lot of three-point shots.
We've made some unforced errors, though, throwing the ball, throwaways.
Yes. Looking for that high-low, and there's another unforced turnover. No need to force that there. And Goodpasture will pick up the ball coming the other way. Been a stretch of offense where we haven't looked as confident. Nice job by Skylar Oliver there reading that backside screen, the flare screen there, and Goodpasture tips it out of bounds. We needed that right there. Now what we need to do is settle down here, get a basket, and have a better feel going into halftime.
Yes.
Coach, I've got us down for 8 points. I still believe we should be 27
we should
instead of 26, and I just don't think they have picked that up unless the shot by Charlie Harper really was a two-point shot, and I missed that. But ball, the backdoor pass there on the other side, not open and tipped out of bounds by Goodpasture.
Uh-oh. This is going to could be a good sub for us.
Yeah, here we have number 3 Hawkins, or number 3 coming into the game. Maybe we can attack there. Oh, we're gonna get a charge call there on Riley O'Connor. Coach, I'm not sure what to say on that one. Not sure there was a whole lot of contact.
Coach Sims, I think, was in his ear over there, the ref's ear.
It sure seemed that way. He seemed excited about the call. And number 10 for Goodpasture brings it up, shoots a three-pointer on the run, but takes an extra step. She was a little excited about getting that shot off there.
The girl who's been bringing the ball up has gone to the bench.
Yes.
So
they must be trying to keep her. They've decided to save her from getting that third foul before half. National Christian's done the same with Pomeroy, putting her on the bench here at the end of the half. We haven't mentioned that Grayson Bonds is back in the game after falling earlier, so it's good to see her back out there. I believe that ball was tipped out of bounds by Goodpasture after some discussion from the referees. Riley O'Connor again with the same, basically the same play, and unable to convert, and now she is going to pick up her second foul. Really a sloppy end of the half, really for both teams, Coach. After a really solid offensive quarter, the last few minutes here have been a little sloppy, really, for both teams. Maybe that's because they're dealing with some foul trouble, but Coach Patton's going to leave Riley O'Connor in the game here with 2. J.B. Sizemore's on the bench with 2. Ava Pomeroy has 2 for the Eagles. Good news is there's only 6 fouls. They haven't had any free throws yet, so we've managed to stay relatively low.
If I was Goodpasture, I'd go to 33, who Riley's guard.
I would take her to the basket right here. That's exactly right. Give her to the ball at the top of the key and let her drive. Swinging around to 33. Was she going to take the 3 outside instead? Nice rebound by Charlie Harper with 3 seconds to go. She loses the handle and has to throw it up from half court and almost converts the basket there. So at the halftime, we have National Christian 26 and Goodpasture 24. Coach, any thoughts on the half?
That first quarter, excellent. Second quarter, a little sloppy.
Yeah, I think that's pretty much probably what both coaches may say in the locker room at halftime.
I would think so.
That way.
It's not last couple years that those throwaways been because of pressure on the defense. There's not much pressure on the defense.
No, it looks like we've really forced some things, maybe a little anxious to make a play that's not quite there. And so we just need to be a little more patient. And I think our offense, when we've run it well, we're getting good shots and we're converting them. We just got to be patient to get them.
I'm not real sure how often we ran the offense that quarter.
I would agree. I think we looked a little out of sorts for a few minutes there. Coach, the other night in the you weren't at the Clarksville Academy game, but the first half, National Christian was dominant, really, against Clarksville Academy. Built up as much as a 16-point lead, And then in the third quarter, they had a little lull and allowed Clarksville to get back into the game, and then had to pull it out in the fourth quarter. So maybe go ahead.
When you jump on a team and you're up, say 14-4, and the quarter's over, in the coach's mind, you say, okay, we do that 4 quarters, we're 60, whatever,
right.
56, whatever,
right.
and they're going to be 16. But
right.
it doesn't get basketball is a game of runs.
Yes, it is.
And every team, and this is a Goodpasture team, they're going to get their runs.
Yes, they are.
And we'll get ours, and it's just who's running there at the end.
That's exactly right. They're going to stay tough and play through it. Coach, we've got about 8 minutes to go. We're going to take a little break. Thanks for being with us, those who are still sticking around, and we'll be back in a few minutes.
You can't hear. No. And that's bad because you don't know who's fouled.
No, I know. And you can't. Oh, hey, Andrew. Well, as we get ready for the second half, we did clarify the scoring issue, and it was on our end, not on the other end. So the score, we believe, is accurate. Probably if you were watching on the screen, you probably knew that before we did. They did count the 3 for Charlie Harper there that we weren't sure that they did. But at any rate, at halftime, National Christian with a 2-point lead. Cami Bishop has 2 points. Ava Pomeroy with 4. Charlie Harper leads everyone with 13. J.B. Sizemore with 2. Riley O'Connor with 2. And Grayson Bonds with 3. Coach Whitley Miller did not score in the first half. We're probably going to have to get her on here in the second half to make sure we hold on to the lead.
That's about ready to change, I think. Now, you know this coaching, you always tell your players the first 2 minutes of that third quarter is vital.
Absolutely.
And it's very important to see which team's going to step out and take control.
Very true. And, Coach, one other thing I clarified, the issue that we thought was maybe a choking hazard of the whistle behind the mask of the referee, actually, they called a foul on Hawkins that we did not see, and I'm pretty sure that most everyone in the gym didn't think Hawkins committed and thought it was someone else, but the referees called it on Hawkins. So actually Hawkins has 3 fouls, which is most likely why she sat the entire rest of the half there. So she has 3 fouls. Johnson Corley for Goodpasture has 2, and Williams for Goodpasture has 2. National Christian, Pomeroy, Sizemore, and O'Connor with 2.
Hawkins, you go right at her, don't you, Coach?
I think you're going to have to, and I think we're going to have to – she's probably going to have to be careful on her drives, and if she's not, we need to be set up for that charge. Goodpasture looking for the same backdoor play. Again, those might be plays that are shared between coaches who've known each other for a long time. That play was not there. And Johnson Corley just takes it right to the basket, and we're unable to stop the drive, and she scores 2 points and ties the game up.
She can go right or left. That was a left-handed layup she drove in on.
Yes, it was.
She's a strong player.
Yes, she is. A high ball screen there by Pomeroy. Gets the ball back at top, drives the basket, unable to convert, and Crocker there picks up the rebound for Goodpasture, and we come the other way with Hawkins, who attacks the basket. She pulls up short of the charge. Could have maybe gotten a little foul there on the loose ball, but didn't. He's unable is able to stop from getting that. Miller is attacking, passes out to Grayson Bonds, who nails the three-pointer. That's a big shot, Coach.
Yes, good pass, good shot.
Grayson considers herself more of a passer than a shooter. That takes a lot of strength to be able to pull that trigger on that.
Yeah, and it's good to see her converting that. And
we're going to have to do something underneath, though. Grayson's guarding their post.
Yeah, I feel like we're going to have to do something there to be a little stronger. That might be something where Sizemore can come in and put some pressure on her. They're resetting. Goodpasture looking for the screen and roll, and they get it to number 30, Johnson Corley. O'Connor has the rebound, and then Goodpasture is able to tie it up, and National Christian will keep the possession. We still have 26 watchers, Coach. We haven't run
Good job.
Anybody off, so we're happy to have all of you guys watching here in this district matchup of 2 undefeated girls basketball teams. It's a little different set there. They didn't do the elevator screen. Looking for a different option off of that. Drive by Grayson Bond. She gets her hips ahead there of number 10, Perky, and Perky is going to pick up the foul. It's the first team foul of the half on either team.
Grayson on that did the right thing in that she committed to something.
Yes.
She was going to the hole.
Yeah, you can see a little hesitation step there by the defense, and once she hesitates once, you just go right by and keep going. Converts the free throw there. That's good to see. Free throws at times have been a strength for the Eagles, and at times we've struggled a little bit, so we need to convert these here in a close game in the second half. Second one is off the mark. Coach McPherson would probably say I should have never mentioned that.
I thought that, yes.
Sorry, Grayson. I'll take responsibility for that free throw. Goodpasture looking to attack, and Perky is a little shaky with the ball there. Thought we could have had a turnover. They're going to reset. They're trying to get the ball to Johnson Corley at the high post, Coach. I feel like that's just where they're going to go here, because Hawkins with those fouls may not drive as much. I think we're going to pick up a foul there and give her 2 shots. That foul's going to be on Grayson Bonds, which is her first. Or at least we think it's on Grayson Bonds. Given what happened in the first half, maybe they called it on somebody else. I don't know. I think that's what the confusion was, Coach, that we didn't understand early in the game. There was a confusion about who the foul was on.
Yeah, our attitude has been the refs are not at fault. I'm getting ready to change that attitude, though. But
just remember that Brian Bishop is not responsible for the opinions or comments of Joey Spann. And Johnson Corley misses the second free throw. Goodpasture tips the rebound there, but Nashville Christian's able to come up with the loose ball. Charlie Harper brings the ball up the court. It's Riley O'Connor at the high post. She's going to drive the ball, and she's unable to convert. And Goodpasture, Hawkins coming the other way. Again, pulls the drive up short. Doesn't go. Early in the game, she was taking that ball all the way to the basket. Johnson Corley again pulls up short of going into the help side defense and does a good job converting the basket.
We're going to have to get toward her anyways.
I think so. I think our help side's going to have to come up sooner. I think we were too deep there, and she was able to still get the basket with the help side too deep. Nashville Christian attempts a backdoor play that wasn't open, and we're going to reset here with the ball screen play at the top. Charlie Harper driving, kicks to Ava Pomeroy in the corner. Ava drives, kicks back out to Charlie Harper for the 3. Unable to convert that. Riley O'Connor, though, will allow Nashville Christian to reset. Ava Pomeroy is able to hit the 3, and Coach Patton is going to take a timeout there. Coach, great offensive rebounding. Haven't shot as well as we did early in the game, but if they're playing tough to get those boards and get second chance baskets.
Well, and the good thing about it is the 2 threes we've made are from people who could really encourage their game.
Exactly, and leading scorers to this point, leading scorers Whitley Miller and Riley O'Connor have not scored a whole lot of points. So if we could get one or both of them going here in the last quarter and a half of this game, if you're Coach Patton, you'd have to feel good about that.
Whitley is sort of playing the role of the passer.
Yes.
But she needs to be a shooter a little bit. We need to get her, run something for her here.
It doesn't look like they're fully face guarding her or anything, but they're certainly, staying close to her.
They've played against her a couple years.
Maybe we need a little bit of a ball screen there to get her loose for a 3 there next time down. Goodpasture attacks. Here's Hawkins up top. They're continuing to work. Number 30, Johnson Corley towards the middle. A little bit of a flex cut there. Trying to get that backdoor cut, backdoor motion. Number 2 comes out for the 3-point shot. She hit one early in the game. She's unable to convert that one, and Charlie Harper has the rebound going the other way.
Uh-oh, here she goes.
She attacks on the drive and converts. Nice basket by Charlie Harper, who continues to be active tonight.
She's excited to be back, isn't she?
Yeah, you can really tell she has the confidence back on that ankle after twisting it at Davidson Academy. Number 22 is going to drive here on Riley O'Connor. Great positioning, but we gave up the offensive board there. Johnson Corley, she's been hard to handle for our guards who are guarding her. Riley O'Connor to the basket against number 22. No call. Looks like maybe a jump ball. No call on that either, and the ball comes down to Goodpasture. So right there had a little bit of confusion with a couple of plays that looked like there was a lot going on, whether it's a foul or a jump ball, but Goodpasture will have the ball, I think basically just because of the injury. There was no jump ball called. There's a missed opportunity there. We had a 5-point lead with the ball. You'd like to see us. It was good to go inside. We just didn't convert right there. We'd like to see a good basket. Goodpasture getting set here, looking for the high post screen. Still trying to get Hawkins loose. There's a push off. Oh, no, he is going to call a hand check on Ava Pomeroy. I sure thought that elbow was going to be called, and instead he's going to call the 3rd foul on Ava Pomeroy and the 1st foul of the half. Ball is loose, picked up there by Johnson Corley, who goes outside. Pomeroy and Hawkins once again playing against each other with foul trouble. Pomeroy with 3, Hawkins with 3. Loose ball on the court, lots of activity, lots of action, and now I believe J.B. Sizemore is going to pick up her third foul. Coach, we continue to have not a lot of fouls, but it's on the same girls.
At least that was activity there.
There was some action.
Hard.
Coach Patton's going to let it ride with these girls having 3 fouls.
Pomeroy is such a good defensive player.
Yes. Yes, I think hopefully she can pressure and contain without picking up that 4th foul here at the end of the third quarter. Certainly don't want to have 4 this early in the game.
She has great footwork. You know, she's one of our all-stars in soccer.
Yes. Excellent position there. Just like we said, enough pressure to force the turnover on Goodpasture. Great job. Coach, both Grayson Bonds and Ava Pomeroy there stopped penetration by their stars, and that got the turnover.
Yeah, both of those girls are hustlers. Go hard as they can.
Excellent job there, too, not picking up the foul. Coach Patton is still going to ride with the girls that have 3 fouls. And Ava Pomeroy, one of those 2 is going in. Bishop tips the rebound and unable to grab it as she comes through, and Goodpasture will take it the other way. And now she has a step. Hawkins has a step.
Come on.
We got to get that rebound right there, Coach, and we finally get the last rebound there. Bishop blocks out.
We were standing and watching. I'm sorry, I almost screamed on the mic here.
I thought you were going to coach there for a second, but yes, it did look like we were standing a little bit, but we did finally get that last rebound and draw a foul.
We were fortunate right there.
Yes. Again, I did not see who the foul was called on. I think it was number 22 who just went out of the game. Coach, once again, Goodpasture just had 6 players on the court, and the referee stopped the game to allow them to call another player off the court. So that's 3 times in the last 2 games that has occurred. Turnover there, completely unforced, and we've really got to clean those things up in a close game like this. We've had 3 possessions with a 5-point lead and haven't really gotten anything out of it.
Ava's cutting off the drive. She's not honoring that 3-point shot as much. She's just working on that drive. It's
Correct.
Great defense.
And the 3-pointer is converted, though, once again out in the corner by number 33, Crocker.
She has 2 or 3 of them now, doesn't she?
Yes, she does. And Coach, that's been their way to stay in the game. When Nashville Christian's had a chance to stretch the lead, we haven't converted a basket, and then they've made some big threes.
Oh.
Not going to call the contact there as we drive. They're going to let a lot of loose contact go, apparently. And now number 2 is going to hit a 3, and Goodpasture is going to take the lead. And I believe Goodpasture is calling a 30-second timeout right there after the made basket. So, Coach, Nashville Christian had 2 or 3 opportunities there to stretch the lead, and instead we've given up 2 straight 3-pointers to lose the lead.
Yeah, they timeout. I don't know if he come out and pressure now. You think try to push Nashville Christian. Seems like we're throwing the ball too much on our drives. At least the ones that we're missing.
Yes.
Instead of taking a good shot and concentrating the shot, we're losing focus on that.
It looks like they're not going to pressure. Maybe he's going to encourage his team. Goodpasture wanted to encourage his team there in the last minute to have a good, solid half-court defensive possession. I'm sure Coach Patton emphasized to his team to have a good, solid offensive possession here at the half. Bonds dishes to Pomeroy in the corner. She attacks the basket, and we finally draw a little foul there as we've driven in. Coach, I think our team appears to be looking for the foul instead of looking for the basket a little bit the last few minutes.
Yeah, and you know this, but they really need to look for both.
Right.
Make the basket, then make the free throw.
Correct. She's going to have 2 shots here and unable to make the first one. She'll have a second. O'Connor comes back in for Bishop.
Goodpasture's having trouble substituting, aren't they?
It sure seems a little confusing. I don't know if they have some different players or what, but it definitely looks a little confusing. So Pomeroy's able to convert the second free throw and tie the game at 36 with just a few seconds left in the third quarter here.
Looks like they may go for one here.
running that little kind of high screen curl cut on the backside, a little bit of a flex motion there. And number 2 is going to take the 3 with 15 seconds to go. She doesn't
young.
make it, but we didn't get the rebound. Once again, really didn't have good position there to box out. And it looks like Hawkins is going to try to drive for that last shot or shoot a 3 at this point. And she drives in, unable to convert, and we're going to the fourth quarter with a tie ball game. I think if you're Coach Patton and the Eagles, you got to feel a little bit disappointed that you don't go into the fourth quarter with a lead, because we had played well enough to stretch it out there.
Yes, we had. The game of runs again. But, you know, Whitley took first shot of the game, right?
Yes.
And hadn't shot again.
We got to get her the ball, and we got to get some things for her to convert, because we're certainly going to need her down the stretch. And I definitely think it's a good idea to continue trying to attack inside with O'Connor, because I think she has the advantage there, but she's got to understand they're not going to call soft contact fouls tonight. We have 6 total fouls here in the second half. I don't think they're going to call anything soft.
You know, Coach, if she could square up her shoulders more on that shot underneath.
Yeah, my rule, and I'm sure yours, was get your toes to the baseline and go up with power right there. And if we could do that more, I think we'll maybe draw a few more fouls, but also maybe convert a few more baskets.
She's sort of throwing it over her head, shooting it over her head.
Yes. It's going to be Goodpasture ball here coming out of the timeout. 8 minutes to go. 2 undefeated teams in the district, 36-36. 3 fouls apiece in the second half. Hawkins is going to bring it up. Hawkins was able to make it through the third quarter without picking up her 4th foul. And a good switch there by Bonds and Pomeroy on the ball screen.
We've got our best defenders on their best players.
It sure looks like it's a 2-man game. It's a 2-man game with 3 shooters standing outside waiting for the pass. And as I say that, number 33, Crocker, hits her 3rd three-pointer of the night. That is what I believe is exactly occurring. Whitley Miller gets a good look there. I believe we're going to get a foul called on Riley O'Connor, and Coach, I believe that's her 3rd. So I think we have 3 on O'Connor, 3 on Sizemore, and 3 on Pomeroy.
They'll let her play with 3 in the 3rd, I think.
Yeah.
She gets that 4th one, she'll be out.
She looks like she's stepping a little gingerly on one of her ankles. Not sure exactly what happened there. Hawkins comes up the court. But I think these 2 are going to continue to run ball screen action, and then they'll look for the other 3 outside. And Ava Pomeroy is going to pick up her 4th foul right there. Coach, they're attacking, and then we're not getting that rebound, that first rebound. We're just not getting it.
Their girls doing a great job of, after shooting, instead of running on off the court like a lot of players do.
Yes.
They're staying for the rebound.
She stays for the rebound, and we stayed in defensive position instead of getting in rebounding position, yes. So that's what happened 2 or 3 times here. We've given up some offensive boards. So Goodpasture here with 5 big points early in the fourth quarter.
Need to answer right here.
This is their biggest lead of the night. Nashville Christian's going to need a basket and a solid offensive possession here. Good decisions there by O'Connor. They call a travel there on Whitley Miller. Not exactly sure what happened, Coach.
They evidently thought she moved her pivot foot. Whitley retained her Christianity and let it go.
She let it go. Oh, my goodness. Just like the princess in Frozen. She let it go. Hawkins is going to be left alone there for just a second. She takes a 3. Goodpasture tips the rebound to themselves and kicks it back out to the top to Hawkins.
We got to match their hustle, Coach.
Yeah, right now they're getting the loose balls, they're getting the rebounds, and then they're also nailing the three-point shots when they're open. Nice position, nice drive, but unable to convert the basket. And Nashville Christian comes up with the rebound. J.B. Sizemore on the drive, And she converts with a big basket there in the fourth quarter. J.B. Sizemore, I like to see her taking it to the basket.
She contorts her body when she gets in there.
Yes.
She does a great job on that.
So we need a defensive stop here. Riley O'Connor goes for the steal, but leaves 33 open for the three-point shot. She's unable to make it. Bonds with the rebound. Down to Whitley Miller. Coach, I was feeling a good three-point opportunity right there, and we just weren't able to make the play happen.
You know, Whitley not having scored or shot but 2, I think, for the game, she may feel a little anxious.
Yes.
Like she was wanting to catch that and shoot it before she caught that.
Yeah, I think on the last possession, she came down and had the ball on the opposite wing, and you could see she wanted that shot, and it just wasn't quite open. Hawkins with the drive. There hasn't been a count the whole time. I'm not real sure. Looked like we had tight defense there. Whitley Miller playing good defense on the wing. Johnson Corley with the drive, pulls back out, and number 10 is going to take another three-point shot. Coach, to be honest, I'm fine with that shot if I'm Coach Patton, because we need the ball back and we need a basket here. Taking a quick three with defensive pressure doesn't hurt my feelings too much.
No. The girl has hit a couple, hadn't she? But still, I'd let her shoot.
Whitley Miller gets a good look there, but unable to convert. They got through so that she couldn't get that three-point shot off. She drove and missed the two-point attempt. And now I believe J.B. Sizemore is, let's see who he calls that on. Yes, J.B. Sizemore is going to pick up her fourth foul. So we now have 4 on Sizemore and 4 on Pomeroy.
Is it 1-1?
It is not 1-1. That is the 6th foul of the half. And they're going back to that inbounds, man. They like to do that in various ways. 33, got a little bit of a size mismatch, but she's not been playing in the post, so it might be okay to have her guarded there by Grayson Bonds. We have our 4 guards in. Timeout there by Goodpasture, who was under pressure. Coach, we've really slowed down offensively and just haven't been able to convert as much as we were early on. We need to maybe figure out how to get back to some of those things we did early in the game and go back to that. I like J.B. Sizemore's attempt to drive the basket. That looked good early.
Well, and we did the backdoor play.
Yep.
We did those plays early that you get early.
Right.
But a good coach, and Coach Sims is a good coach, a good coach will see that stuff and will adapt to that, and that play that worked early might not, like we've run the back door 2 or 3 times since then, and we haven't gotten it yet.
Haven't converted again. It's a good point.
This is a smart team. We just need to be more patient with the ball.
Just have to be a little more patient, a little more controlled with the passing and receiving. The Goodpasture is going to have the ball under their basket. Again, I would encourage us to watch number 0 coming in bounds to get the ball after she passes it in. 30 is going to attack on the drive against O'Connor. O'Connor with great two-hand defense there, and she's able to pick up the deflected ball on the rebound. Good positioning by O'Connor. Charlie Harper brings the ball up. We're going to get set here, get the ball to Harper. O'Connor at the high post. She's going to kick to the corner to Ava Pomeroy. And they've called another travel. I'm not sure whether he called that on Pomeroy or Harper, to be honest. I don't know.
Pomeroy, I believe.
Okay. It's unfortunate. We had a good look there. Charlie Harper was about to be for a wide open 3. And Goodpasture has just turned the ball over. And a good play. So here we go. This is now, I think, our 3rd possession in a row, down 3 points. Let's see if we can convert one right here and get a little momentum back. Harper brings the ball up. Swings it to Pomeroy up to the high post. Now we're running the same motion. However, we throw a turnover on a long pass across the wing and give up another offensive rebound for the basket.
Way too many turnovers.
Yes. There's really not much to say except that. I think they're going to call that on 33, and I don't believe they're going to give us free throws on that shot. I do notice, Coach, I don't know if this means anything to you or not, but I do notice that after the controversy with the fouls on Goodpasture in the first half, they haven't called a whole lot of fouls on Goodpasture in the second half. Don't know if that's related or not. Number 4, Pomeroy, steps out for the 3 and converts.
If she can come back to her three-point shooting she had earlier in her career, that will really help our team.
Yeah, she is, and honestly, right now, she may have to. We've got to get somebody who's converting baskets here late in this game. Johnson Corley was definitely going to shoot that ball no matter what, but unable to convert, and Harper comes down with Miller on the wing.
Here we go.
And up for 3, unable to get that, and Riley O'Connor is not able to bring down the rebound. But you like that look?
It's a good-looking shot.
You want to just keep shooting those if you're Coach Patton and Whitley Miller there.
Little full court, isn't it?
Little full court. We've gone to our 2-2-1. It's kind of a modified 2-2-1 press. Right there is where you want to trap. Johnson Corley. Again, Coach, I know that's an open 3.
Thank you for shooting it.
Yeah.
That's where you ask
But
them,
we've got
please.
to get those rebounds. We are not getting the rebounds. I know it was a long rebound, and sometimes those go back to the offense, but we need to pull down these rebounds every time. We're going to go to Hawkins over here in the corner, coming off of that screen.
Good defense.
I would imagine Coach Simmons right here is going to be patient in the offense and look for.
He's going to look for number 30.
I think he's going to go to number 30 and either try to draw a foul or get a close-in shot. I don't know that they're going to continue to fire up the threes, but they might. Johnson Corley gets it inside.
Great defense.
Good defense, good help side. Back out to 33. That bounces off the top of the board and down to Charlie Harper, who brings it the other way. We need to attack the basket here, Coach Patton says. She does. And we have a jump ball on the rebound, and Nashville Christian is going to keep the possession. Great effort there by Riley O'Connor. Good drive by Harper, but number 33, Crocker, is able to come up with the block shot there. Coach Patton's going to take a timeout.
It's a pretty
and
block.
Get something set up here.
A pretty drive, too.
Yes, it was.
You don't see many of those blocks in girls basketball.
No, I mean.
And she swung at it. Usually that's
a
no-no.
She did, and you know, sometimes you make a good offensive play and the defense just makes a good defensive play. There's not much you can do about that. But, Coach, what would you look for here out of the inbounds under our basket? We're down by 2. Do you want to try to run something with a quick hit to the middle? Do you want to look for a screen to the outside, or you just want to get the offense set and run something else?
Well, whatever he considers his best option, but I would look inside, then have a three-point option coming up, whether it be from the inbounder who replaces or a kid cutting to the corner. Every kid out there right now can shoot the 3.
Right.
Riley, I think, hit 2 the other night.
Riley hit 2 humongous threes. And I think Riley's mother, Copeland, is listening on air, so I'm giving her a shout out because I know she had to be at home tonight. But Riley hit 2 humongous threes in the game the other night to pull that out in the fourth quarter.
There she comes for the 3. Look,
Whitley looking for the 3 now for the drive, and she dishes to Pomeroy, who drives and dishes to O'Connor on the backside for a basket to tie the game. Love the attack, love the cut, and love the pass and conversion right there. Great job by the Eagles.
that's good team play.
Yes, it was.
Watch Grayson's defense getting around that girl. See, it got us.
Good tip ball and a possession arrow. They're going to give him the timeout there. Coach, I think they have to call that a jump ball. Well, we got one referee calling a jump ball and one referee calling a timeout. The referee here clearly came in and signaled jump ball, but they're not going to call a jump ball. They're going to give a timeout to Goodpasture right here.
I think this other ref was over there by the bench and might have heard Coach Sims.
He probably did. It just didn't feel.
I didn't see the control of the ball to call time.
I couldn't see from here. We're a long ways from there, but it didn't feel like they had a good controlled possession of the ball. However, they are able to get the timeout, and they'll come out with the ball here in a tie game with 1:15 to go.
Let me mention again the defense that's being played there, where she is just completely fronting the cutter and then hanging on the side and getting that arm in front of the post, and that's why she tipped the ball, and I think we should have had it.
Yeah.
But they called that miraculous timeout. But just
Yes, they
Grayson
did.
plays real good defense.
Yes, she does. She plays solid. And honestly, we've all played pretty solid here lately. We had a little stretch where maybe we weren't as solid. I think the big thing is
Boards.
I hope that Coach Patton, and I know he emphasized in that timeout, we got to pull every defensive board down.
Yep.
Nice tip ball there by Ava Pomeroy. Hawkins got tied in by the half-court line there, and that could have been dangerous for Goodpasture.
You know, Coach, you can go up and slap the ball away, or you can go up after the ball.
Yes.
And with two hands, Peyton Manning would.
Yes, he would. That's right. They're going to pass it to Johnson Corley at the high post. She's going to drive, kicks it to the backside to Crocker, who takes it up against O'Connor and is unable to convert. Coach that time had good position, but Johnson Corley is able to come down with the board and convert the basket.
She's just too big for Grayson here.
Yes, she is. We just need a little bit more size there to cover. So with 50 seconds to go, we're down by 2. Need a basket. Good backdoor cut.
All right, that was a horrible call.
Coach, I don't even know what to say. The girl had a hold of her arm as
Yes.
she drug her down there, but maybe I missed that, and the referee's going to call a traveling on that play.
She traveled, but she was more like she was.
So the Eagles are going to be in a tough spot here, Coach, because we have 4 fouls only, and if we're going to have to foul to make them shoot free throws, we've got to foul several times.
Well, you go.
And we have girls in the game who have 4 fouls.
You go for the steal, don't you?
You have to go for the steal right here. I think we got to attack.
She didn't mean to, but I think, bumped her in the head.
I believe they're going to call that on Pomeroy,
yes.
And that is going to be, you're right. I'm sorry, I was looking at the wrong foul. So that foul is going to put them in the 1-and-1. So Pomeroy is going to foul out here in the game. She played a great game, good defensive game. Got maybe a couple of tough foul calls early and had to sit some. And we're going to bring O'Connor back into the game here. Coach, we need a miss. We need a missed free throw here, unfortunately. Although Hawkins hasn't scored a whole bunch since early in the game, you have to feel like she's probably a pretty confident free throw shooter. And she steps up to the line and makes a big one, and Nashville Christian is now down 3 with 36 seconds to go.
How many timeouts do we have? We only called 2.
I think we've called 2, and so we should have plenty of those left if we need them. Great thing for Nashville Christian. She misses the second. Now Harper is going to bring the ball up the court. Going to look for a quick basket here, whether it's a 2 or a 3, just a good quick basket. 25 seconds to go and counting. Good flare screen for the three-point shot from Harper, and it goes over the backboard and out of bounds. And so Nashville Christian is going to call a timeout here and probably set up the defense. Coach, I think at this point, most likely we're going to have to foul pretty quickly to have a chance in the game.
Yes. That wasn't a bad shot by Charlie.
Good shot, good opportunity.
If we could have gotten a ball screen on Whitley up top, but we end up with a good shot.
Yeah, we got a good shot. They were running that little set play for that backside flare screen, and Charlie came off of it, had a little pressure, but was able to dribble away from it, and just didn't get the shot to go down.
You know, right now in the huddle, where you usually turn to your assistant and says who can't shoot free throws for that other team.
Right.
And you find out who it is you want to foul. But in the other huddle, the guy's making sure his shooters are the ones with the basketball.
That's right. We'll see who brings the ball in bounds.
We got to watch for someone cutting long.
Yeah, you got to watch the long pass. We need somebody covering Hawkins here.
I'd tell you.
So we deny her. She's
there
going long, though.
There
Grayson Bonds is there.
There you go. That's good, smart play.
And Whitley Miller is going to take the foul there. And the best ball handler is, or what appears to us at least, as maybe their most confident ball handler and shooter is going to be taking the free throws here. It is still 1-and-1.
You know, a lot of people, there's a debate on whether you go on in and shoot that layup. Problem is, I've seen them, real good teams miss those layups.
And she misses the free throw, so Nashville Christian comes down, still only down. And Nashville Christian is going to turn the ball over.
I'm not sure,
Coach,
Coach, her hand came under the ball. I think it stayed on top of the ball.
I've seen that 100 times, and the referee signals that her hand is on top of the ball, but in this case, he's going to call the carry. So you know Nashville Christian is going to have to foul quickly here again. The JB is not going to foul, and so we foul finally with 4 seconds to go. Charlie Harper's going to take the foul.
We're going to. Grab it. Boom.
And Hawkins is going to convert that free throw there. And so they have a 4-point lead here with 4 seconds. It'll be really tough for Nashville Christian to do anything at this point.
Yeah, Goodpasture would have to do something stupid right now.
Correct. Nashville Christian is going to call a timeout and talk it over, see if maybe they can set up a long pass play. But at this point, Nashville Christian down 5 points.
Yeah, they won't even have to throw it back in bounds even if we do score.
Correct. At this point, it's going to pretty much – at this point, it looks like the Eagles are going to pick up their first loss in the district against Goodpasture. I know they're going to be disappointed in some things tonight and some things they can work on. We don't have a lot of time to rest. We play a game tomorrow night against DCA, and so they'll just have to get right back on the court and hopefully get some things worked out and do that against somebody else tomorrow night.
We've played well in spots, and then had those rough spots.
Yeah. Yeah, we just weren't able to continue to score. You know, in reality, and the time is going to run out there. In reality, they scored 19 points in the first quarter and only 24 the rest of the game. And so we really had some things going offensively in the first half, but weren't able to continue that. And Goodpasture pulls off the victory, come from behind victory.
Yes.
They had trailed by 5 points in the third quarter, and Nashville Christian looked like they had a chance to make a run, and instead it kind of turns the other way, and Goodpasture is able to flip the switch there.
That's a good win for Goodpasture. And it's not a horrible loss for us.
It's not a horrible loss.
Too early.
Goodpasture and Clarksville Academy and Nashville Christian appear to be teams that might trade wins and losses with each other. And so Goodpasture plays Clarksville Academy next week, and we'll get another chance at Goodpasture. So the final score there was, I believe, 48-43. Goodpasture with the 5-point victory over the Eagles, and we'll get ready for a boys basketball game coming up here in just a few minutes. All right, welcome back. We are ready now for the boys basketball game between Goodpasture and Nashville Christian. Getting the starting lineups now for Goodpasture. Number 11, King Keary. Number 13, Chandler Woosley. Josh Williams. Number 14, number 20, Jaden Jones. And number 33, Jack Carter will be the starters. So announcing the starting lineups for Nashville Christian, Brandon and Donovan Smith. Brandon and Donovan Smith, Isaiah Davis. Aubrey is starting tonight, as well as Cam Carden. Coach, we have a couple that are out sick and not able to be here, so we have Aubrey Kimbrough and Cam Carden joining the starting lineup tonight. Notice apparently Goodpasture also has a few sicknesses because they have a substitute head coach apparently tonight. I don't see Adam Son on the bench.
These are the days we live in.
These are the times of 2022. Coach McClary,
Welcome to it.
Coach Ryan McClary is going to join us for the boys broadcast here. Thanks to Coach Spann for helping out with the girls broadcast. And we're ready to get going here for the boys game. Goodpasture's going to win the tip there, bring the ball on the first possession. Nashville Christian's going to open up in a 2-3 zone. They've been playing that a little bit recently, been successful with it.
Boy.
Nice step in front there by Cam Carden. Push up the court to Donovan Smith. Kick out to Cam Carden for three. What a start. Cam Carden. How about that, Coach McClary?
I'll take it. It's just like I showed him.
He gets the turnover and the three on the other end. I mean, I'm sure that's just how Coach Patton drew it up to start the game.
And at the first break, he's going to tell him, see, I should be starting.
I think Cam is just happy to be out there, right. And he looks motivated to play, which is what you want to see.
He's an athlete.
And number 13 for Goodpasture going to take the shot. Zay Davis with the rebound up to Brandon Smith. Brings it up the court, reverses it to his brother Donovan for three. And that's a huge start for Nashville Christian.
Sure is.
Three-pointer by Donovan Smith. Continuing to stay in that 2-3 zone. Goodpasture kind of running a spread offense here. Attacking with the penetration.
It's good.
Off the mark. Rebound by Donovan Smith. We had a little bit of a wild pass there, and I believe that's going to be last touch by Donovan Smith.
It's okay.
I
like the hustle.
Yeah,
I like up and down the floor.
I like moving it up. I like right now we have a little momentum, so let's attack it and get some more. I like that. Goodpasture going to try to settle in here. I haven't learned Goodpasture's names yet, so sorry if I don't know the names. 14's going to take the three from the corner. That's an air ball, and they're going to call a jump ball there on that and give the possession to, I believe that's going to be Nashville Christian ball.
Should be.
I don't think there's been a jump ball since the first quarter.
And Goodpasture got the jump.
Yeah, so it should be Nashville Christian ball. I'm not sure if the arrow is cooperating. It is Nashville Christian ball. Maybe there's not a light on the backside there, Coach. I'm not sure Coach Wright knew that the arrow was actually pointing the other way.
I think that was user error.
He was like, yeah, it's Nashville Christian ball, but the arrow was pointing to Goodpasture. Yeah. Zay Davis takes it in, gets the rebound from the floor, and Aubrey takes it up. And we get another rebound. And
another jump.
A quick possession turnaround. So I hope Coach Wright's paying attention over there on the arrow now because we're using it a lot apparently. Nashville Christian is going to want to try to continue to keep this in maybe a slow pace. Maybe that's the point of the 2-3 zone. And number 13 right there is going to take it in. That's Chandler Woosley for 2 points.
Yeah,
First 2 points.
You don't want to let him get that deep in the zone with that shot.
Yeah, you got to step up if you're in the middle there and cut off the penetration. National Christian looking to isolate Isaiah Davis in the post. And number 20 is going to be called for a hold, Jaden Jones. I like that. Good positioning.
I like Isaiah's being aggressive on the block.
He looks like he wants the ball. That's what we want to see out of him. Brandon Smith with the ball in bounds up to Cam Carden. I'm surprised he didn't just fire it up right there, Coach.
Yeah. That's
over
good.
the top to Isaiah, and he goes up for 2.
That's good.
Over the top. That's what you like to see right there. Just take it right there. Back down in the 2-3 zone. We'll see how Goodpasture chooses to attack. Keary gets the ball on the wing, looking for a 3-point shot, and he is able to convert.
That was deep.
Yeah, they got a little screen there, I think, on the backside of the zone to get him open and have plenty of time to get that 3-point shot off. 8-5 here, National Christian early. Cam Carden on the wing. Donovan Smith. Still look like we have that 4-out motion with Isaiah playing in the post. Looking for the penetration. Probably going to get called for an extra step there.
Kind of hung his toe on the floor, it looked like.
You think maybe that 3-point line cost him a little bit of a, he might have tripped over that 3-point line that time. He tried to get through, maybe got a little bump, wasn't able to get the shot off before he took an extra step.
It's the paint, Coach.
Definitely. We're going to have to thin that paint out.
Oh.
Drive in, and number 20 for Goodpasture is going to take that off the dish. Jaden Jones scores. It's 8-7 National Christian. Coming up the court against a little light pressure. Donovan Smith over to Brandon. Now we're isolated. Isaiah Davis on the wing. Takes it to the basket. No call on that, and he's going to take it up, and no call again. And he's going to get 2 block shots there. Big play by number 20, Jaden Jones. Looking for penetration.
Wow.
Thought we had some contact there, but
I mean, it's going to take a lot, obviously.
you know, if it's number 33 comes in with a big rebound, Jack Carter. Coach, if it's anything like the girls' game, that they let a lot of contact go on both sides. They didn't call a lot of fouls on either team.
Typically, you look for consistency. So.
Yep, turnover there by Donovan Smith, and number 11, King Keary, is going to take it in for the layup. And Goodpasture is taking a quick lead here, 11-8. 3:22 to go in the first quarter.
That's a lot of hands.
They got one on the basket.
There you go.
I think he's going to count that basket there by Donovan Smith, and the foul is on number 4, I think.
It was.
Okay. Foul's on number 14, Josh Williams. Donovan Smith for 2, and he will have 1 free throw to make it a 3-point play. Coach, I got 2 fouls called on Goodpasture, but there's only 1 on the board. Did I just write that down wrong?
It's a good question.
I'm not sure.
I'll go with your math.
We had a foul on number 20.
You're a math teacher, right?
We just may add some fouls along the way,
That's right.
especially to those who tend to score a lot of points. Number 20, Jaden Jones on the bottom.
Good.
Rebound by Brandon Smith coming in. Good position there. Pretty good defense. Made him take a little bit of a shot behind the backboard. Donovan Smith takes it in.
Great take.
Again, we're getting good position on the drives. Not drawing the fouls and not able to convert as many, but I like that going forward if we can continue to get those drives to the basket.
Isaiah getting good rebounds. His length is helping us.
Yeah, he's really working hard tonight. I like to see.
Oh, that's a force.
Yeah. Let's see.
Luckily.
Goodpasture is going to pick up the loose ball, and King Keary is going to bring it up the court. Swings it over to number 13, Chandler Woosley. We did have some subs coming into the game for both teams at the last dead ball. Jaden Satterfield is in the game. I believe they're going to call a foul. Yep. I'm not sure if they're going to count the basket or not. It was pretty close. It looks like they are going to count the basket. And they're going to call the foul on 33, Jack Carter. That'll be his first. And a 3-point basket for Goodpasture. I didn't see who got the 3-point basket. I'm not sure.
I didn't either.
I was watching the contact on the other side. Michael Lewis is into the game, as well as Jaden Satterfield. Looking for that weave action up top. Brandon Smith drives. Jaden Satterfield with the shot and converts. We're going to need points for some different places tonight, and it's good to see him getting on the board just like we saw Cam Carden with the three-pointer early. 14-12, Goodpasture. Nashville Christian continuing in the 2-3 zone. Been able to do a pretty good job in this so far, and we're rebounding extremely well out of the zone. Isaiah with a good pickup there. And Nashville Christian is going to set the offense with Donovan Smith up top. And he's going to take it to the basket.
No call.
And again, Coach, it appears there's not going to be a lot of calls on the drives to the basket.
There you go.
Goodpasture drives in. Number 20 brings down the rebound, and Isaiah gets the second one.
He's closing in on double-digit rebounds.
He's got to be.
Already.
I feel like he's got almost every other rebound in the game total. So we're going to 50 seconds to go here. Maybe be a little patient. Brandon Smith drives in, and there's just not going to be any body contact calls.
Yeah,
I just don't think they're going to call, and we're going to have to adjust to that and not look for it. Go to convert the basket and forget about the contact.
You watch their path change. It's to the basket, and you wonder.
If you're not able to go straight, there's probably a reason. Number 14 for Goodpasture takes a three with 25 seconds to go. That'll work in Nashville Christian's favor, as now they'll get the ball back and maybe have a chance at the last shot here of the quarter. Brandon Smith going to bring the ball up this time. Looks like we're in a spread offense with everybody outside. Ryan DeMumbrian has entered the game for Nashville Christian. There's a hand check.
That's interesting.
It's really interesting to see what calls they call. It's you know, as coaches and players, we know some nights referees are going to make tight calls, or some nights they're not going to make the tight calls. But when it's confusing, it's really hard to adjust. Here we go, 5 seconds to go. Isaiah Davis is going to get it on the clear out, and he chooses to take the three, and that is off the mark, and the quarter will end. I don't think that shot would have counted, but it sure almost went in. Quarter will end with Goodpasture leading 14-12. Coach McClary, kind of an interesting quarter. Nashville Christian started out early with scoring some good baskets, and then Goodpasture kind of roars back. And then everybody's kind of settled in the last 2 or 3 minutes there.
Yeah, we have 4 scorers so far with Cam and Jaden. So, really, I guess Cam started, didn't he? So, Jaden coming off the bench and getting 2 points, but Donovan leading all scorers for Nashville Christian even with 5. So, I mean, from the standpoint of moving the ball, we look decent and we're penetrating well. We're just not getting calls right now, and they're just going to have to adjust and play physically. Finish strong at the basket.
Yeah, and this might be a night where when you make that drive, you might have to make one extra pass.
Right.
Because if you don't get the call, sometimes that makes those shots hard to convert. So we need to make sure we're aware of that. I'm sure Coach Patton probably emphasized that in the huddle there. I think another big thing about tonight is these guys are going to play a lot of minutes. And so, again, another reason why our 2-3 zone has been good. We've run it a few times here in the last few games, and we're settled into it. And so it looks pretty good, and I think it's keeping our guys fresh, and yet they're still playing solid defense out of it. Isaiah Davis with the drive, and number 13 comes up and picks it up, and he takes it all the way to the basket. That's Chandler Woosley for his second basket of the game. Help side defense there came up and got the ball from Isaiah. A lot of contact going on off the ball between Isaiah Davis and number 33, Jack Carter, and I think they're just going to let them bump each other apparently. Continuing to move the ball, that goes into Seth Moulton there, number 24. And they're going to call a foul there on.
That was the least of the fouls I've seen, for sure.
I'm not sure who that. I think that was on Aubrey Wilson. Sorry, Aubrey Kimbrough. I'm not positive who they called that on. We can't see when they signal. We're sitting on the opposite side from the scorer's table, so it's hard to see who they call the fouls on. Over and back there on Goodpasture, turns it over to Nashville Christian. Coach McCleary, I don't know if you have any great Coach Brothers stories you're going to tell us tonight. Coach Brothers spoke in chapel the other day. I think you might have mentioned that you've heard that story a few times. I don't know if that's true or not.
I'm sure I've heard versions. That's for sure.
And there's going to be another traveling called on Nashville Christian. I think that's been a consistent call tonight. There's been a lot of traveling calls whistled. He might have slid that foot just a little bit extra there on the jump stop. I'd like that position, though. I like Donovan going to the free throw line there and continuing. And number 33, with a good shot fake, gets Isaiah Davis in the air and then goes inside and draws the foul on Aubrey Kimbrough. And I think that might be his second foul. And as if we got the first one right. And 33, Jack Carter's going to shoot a free throw and miss it. And Isaiah Davis comes down with the rebound.
Yeah.
All right, go ahead.
It's an unforced error there.
Yeah.
I'm trying to gain a perspective of the calls we're getting down low. You start playing physical to play towards the game, and then all of a sudden,
and it seems like you get a cheap foul.
Okay,
And again, you got three different referees that all end up under the basket at times, and maybe they all three call it a little bit differently. But that does make it hard on both teams trying to figure out what's the tone of the game.
Yeah, especially at this level.
Yes. Goodpasture being patient here, moving the ball around. They're looking for that low to high pass. And Jack Carter just decides, I'll just take it to the basket myself. He had a smaller guard there guarding him underneath, and he just took him to the basket.
Those are learning opportunities.
Yes.
For defenders.
Yes, they are. Goodpasture stretching the lead here. Nashville Christian in a point where they really need to find a good basket here and get some momentum back in this game. We're looking for a ball screen here, Donovan Smith. That's looked like, again, they're going to call that on the floor before Davis goes up. I believe that's going to be the second foul on Carter.
Is that on 33?
Yeah. Yep. That'd be nice if that second foul took him to the bench. He's been hard to handle on the other end.
Playing a physical, but as I said, we've got to.
And again, another little turnover there on the inbounds play. And on the other end, we're going to pick up a foul on number 5, Isaiah Davis there as he goes to the basket. As Goodpasture drives to the basket. Coach, I think that might be.
Is that his second or third?
That's his first foul. I'm looking at your marks here. You made a mark by the starters, and I thought it was my foul marks.
I was just trying to
that
help
was
you
his
out.
first foul. I got a little confused there.
I'm here all night.
Sorry about that.
Just let me know what you need.
Sorry for those of you listening on air as we discuss our problems with the scorebook. Second free throw is missed. The rebound comes down long, and Goodpasture picks it up outside. Swinging it over to Josh Williams, and then down to number 0, Sean Link, who takes the three, and a rebound by Cam Carden. Trey Michael, I like that take there, and it looks like, Coach, it's interesting that the hand check call tends to be more popular than the calls under the basket.
It's very interesting. I mean, you get the ball, and I guess, I don't know.
I don't know either. I get the hand check call, and I know that's a point of emphasis, but I always felt if I work to get the shot at the basket and I get contacted, that's when I want the call.
Right. And
Kind of a tough rebound there. Comes off to number 11 for Goodpasture. He dribbles it out. Continues to play. Tough rebounder. Yeah. And they're swinging it out.
My gosh.
Cam Carden is either falls on his own or is tripped apparently by the lane there. A lot of pressure on Trey Michael. We're going to continue that in the hopes that it was tipped, but the referee is going to call the over and back call.
So, when you see defense like this, you've got to create space for yourself and you got to be physical. And,
yeah, these are the moments where you got to be strong with the ball. You got to make them pay with backdoor cuts. Yeah. And you're going to have to maybe set some good screens to get open because they are pressuring, especially it seems like they're pressuring at maybe not at our strongest ball handlers.
Right.
And so they're really going to turn up the heat there. Tough shot by number 13. Yeah.
Put that
Chandler
high off the glass.
Yeah. Coach, they're scoring in the paint or around the paint almost every time. We're going to have to make them take some tougher shots.
Yeah, and playing a 2-3 zone, that's the reason,
Correct. We're going to only draw the foul there. I was a little unsure if they were going to call that, to be honest. But we're going to get the call there. I believe that's going to be on number 20, Jaden Jones, and that'll be his second. So, with as little fouls as they've called, the two players who have started the game inside for Goodpasture now each have 2 fouls.
Yeah.
So I'd like to see us go inside maybe here a little bit more and try to attack that.
Enters the game, so
maybe we got a little bit more size in there. And Isaiah Davis converts the second free throw. Well, that's our first point there of the second quarter. We just haven't been able to put a basket in yet. No. We're playing solid defense, Coach. I don't think we're, outmatched. But we're unable to score.
That's 3 on him, isn't it?
That's number 14. I think they're going to get on. I think that's just his second, unless. So they have 2 on 14, 2 on 20, and 2 on 33. It may take, looks like they've got 2 of them out of the game. They're going to leave 1 in, number 33. Jack Carter stays in the game, but Isaiah Davis is going to the line for a 1-and-1 here.
It's a lane violation.
We have a lane violation.
Yeah.
He's going to wipe that basket off. I didn't see that.
Cam Carden kind of fell in.
Coach McCleary, you shouldn't have said that out loud. I think you told the referee, and he blew the whistle. I think he heard you talking.
His muscles were too big.
You think he locked his knees in and just stepped forward?
I've seen some groomsmen do that at weddings.
Goodpasture working the ball down to the corner. Going to attack the basket. Not sure what the call is here. A kickball, maybe? Did he call a kickball? I think that might be what he called. Reset the shot clock here for the kickball. Again, Goodpasture going to bring the ball inbounds underneath. Looking to the top here, number 13, Chandler Woosley sets it up. Swings it to number 21 for Goodpasture. Takes a 3. Rebound by Donovan Smith. Kick it up the court to Jaden Satterfield.
And how is
no call and no goaltending, Coach? No call and no goaltending.
That's 2 missed calls.
I am shocked. I am shocked on that, on both, quite frankly. We're going to call a blocking foul. I'm not in disagreement with that. That was a blocking foul.
Yeah, it absolutely was. He certainly wasn't set. But
there was clearly contact and clearly a goaltending call there as the Goodpasture player got his hand up in the net as the ball is on the rim. Yes. I'm not sure how that did not count as a basket, at least.
Yeah, that's definitely a miss.
So number 13 there, Chandler Woosley misses the first free throw. We don't really like to talk about refereeing, but it.
And hey, listen, these guys.
We don't want to do it either. Trust me, we don't want to do it.
Absolutely, they did a great job. We all. Yes. But that was clearly a miss.
I feel like it. Maybe we should watch the replay. Yeah. Donovan Smith brings the ball up for National Christian after Goodpasture misses the free throw, and he just drills it at the free throw line. That's a good spot for Donovan to take right there. I'd like to see that more here going forward, especially it looks like Goodpasture has A lot of subs in here, or a few subs in. Maybe we can take advantage of some changes there and some foul trouble that they're in. Swings it out to number 11. I believe that's going to hit the post. Been a lot of discussion at some of the games recently with certain question marks about whether or not the top of the backboard is inbounds or out of bounds. So, Coach McCleary, what is your interpretation of the rule?
The interpretation of the rule, in my eyes, is the ball may touch the top of the backboard as long as it does not touch any standard or piece of supporting bracketry, or does not roll off the backside of the backboard.
Coach McCleary, not only do you have the rule correct and accurate, but your vocabulary was excellent, as you told that.
That's why
That's
why I'm here.
So, I mean, why else would you be a color analyst if you didn't have the vocabulary right there?
I have to bring my A game.
I mean, you're just a whiz.
It's,
This is probably why we don't allow Coach Quinn to do this anymore.
That's correct.
Yeah, he's not able to bring the words and the verbiage.
Coach Quinn's doing what he's best at right
There's
now.
Coach Quinn right there. Everybody see Coach Quinn. Actually, I don't know if you can see Coach Quinn because the camera's not pointing at that end of the court. But Coach Quinn currently was sweeping the court, and now he's putting the broom away. Excellent job by Coach Quinn.
Great. That was very efficient.
Lots of good work. He's well qualified for that role.
He is. Great extension with the handle. Very good.
Brandon Smith on the drive, and this time we are going to get the contact called on number 11. Now, the good news is I know we said they weren't making a lot of calls early, but now the fouls are starting to stack up here on Goodpasture. And that's what happens when you're struggling to score, you drive the basket and get some better looks. And Nashville Christian's done a good job of that. They've continued to do it, and Goodpasture's getting a few fouls here, giving us some free throws.
It's off the dribble, Brandon and Donovan can create for themselves, as far as getting past the first.
True.
Anyway,
good rebound there by Isaiah. Takes it up strong. Got pushed out just a little bit on that, and I think they're going to call the foul on Jaden Satterfield coming in over the top there. Good strong rebound. Isaiah's really getting over the top there. You can really see he can out-jump those guys inside for Goodpasture, and he's really dominating the boards, both offensively and defensively. Coach Patton calls the play for Goodpasture, and as he calls the play, Nashville Christian reads the defense, and we're able to get the I guess that's a turnover there on an air ball. It's not really a turnover, but an air ball should count as a turnover. What do you think about that, Coach McCleary, the stat man here? Should we count an air ball as a turnover?
I think it should be a turnover. If you're not good enough to draw around, it should be counted a turnover.
Yeah, I agree. I don't think
unless I shoot.
I don't think in general that's true. However, I agree it should be considered. Ryan DeMumbrian on the drive. Nice dish by Donovan Smith. Great basket there. Coach continuing to get baskets from deeper in our lineup, and that's great to see as we're having to play a little bit differently tonight with a couple of guys out sick. Forced shot there by Goodpasture. Donovan Smith going to run down the court with the rebound, take it up, and he scores. Nice job by Donovan. Donovan had a big night the other night. And that's going to force Goodpasture to call a timeout, and Nashville Christian's going to have a little momentum right there as we cut the lead to 3.
Yeah.
It doesn't seem like that long ago. Coach, I think we were down by 10 points just a minute ago.
It's and continuing to, drive the ball and pressure, good pressure defense. We're still playing 2-3, but I think we're more efficient at it. They're not getting the open looks they were in the lane,
Yeah, I
the
feel
last
like
3 minutes.
They haven't had that drive that's gotten so deep. We've stopped them at the volleyball line there a little farther out, and they haven't penetrated as well. And so we've been patient defensively, but attacking offensively. So that's a good sign that we can continue that.
Yeah, it's just all in all. I mean, I think certainly we can play better, but I mean they're competing well for sure.
Yeah, I like the effort. The intensity looks good.
Yeah.
And it looks like we have a good game plan, too, to attack Goodpasture. We'll come down and attack that 2-3 zone again. They've got Jaden Sorry, I've lost his last name. Jaden Jones running the high post there, just waiting for the pass. He kicks it back out for the three-point shot. And Isaiah Davis with another rebound. Coach, I wish I were keeping stats on how many rebounds he had. I can't keep up with that, though. They're going to get the foul there. I believe that's going to be on DeMumbrian. And so he's going to pick up his first foul. That's the 6th foul on the Eagles. So we need to play good defensive possession right here. If we go in at worst down 3 points, Coach, I think we would feel pretty good about where we are and how we played.
Absolutely, and no one in real foul trouble right now.
Right. Looks like they are going to play for the last shot. My suspicion is you're going to get the ball in the hands of number 33 at some point and either let him attack the basket or kick it out for a three-point shot.
Walking the baseline.
Yeah. Switch point guard's going to get it to number 11. They're going to swing it to the corner. Well, they do swing it. It was a little late. I believe Isaiah Davis is going to get a charge call right there.
What
great
a great
play. Great
job.
Position. Excellent job, Isaiah, and that foul is going to be called on number 11. I believe, number 11, King Curie, and that'll be his 2nd foul. Excellent job on defense there. We read the screen. They were trying to get the ball to Curie in the corner, I believe, and Cam Carden stayed on the outside of that screen. He did a great job on the bottom of the zone, and so then they had to throw it to him high, and when he penetrated, the help side defense was in perfect position.
That's great. Love to see guys take charges.
So apparently Coach Quinn was not quite good enough at sweeping the floor, and now we brought in Mariah King to sweep the floor, and clearly she did a better job. I mean, I can see the shine from here. Donovan Smith takes a half-court shot and is not able to convert. But the Eagles go into half, trailing by 3, 23-20, and they survived a little bit of a run there by Goodpasture and kind of came back there at the end and stole the momentum away.
Yeah, and that's how you want to go into half. Certainly things you can improve on, but shorthanded tonight. We're giving up some length. But to be frank with you, I mean, I think the bench has played pretty well. And some guys that normally don't see these minutes are contributing and even scoring. So.
Yeah, I mean, I think what I like about it most is they don't look tentative.
No.
The guys who haven't been getting a lot of minutes look like they've been out there all season. And they're playing hard, and we appreciate that effort. And I know Coach Patton is going to have some exciting things to talk about at the half.
Yeah, and these are, this is high school athletics, and you have to – these kids come in, and it's their moment to either rise or they're not ready. And I think all the guys that got in, so far have certainly met the challenge. I think Ryan's done really well.
Yep.
Jermichael's played well. Cam, obviously, he's a seasoned kind of athlete in high school, but I think they've done a good job on both ends of the court. Not rushing. They're not, they're not forcing anything.
Yeah, everybody's contributing, and that's the kind of game you need when you're playing one of the top teams in the district. I don't have everybody's district record in front of me. I know the tough thing about the boys district is there are a lot more teams at the top than at the bottom, meaning everybody's pretty good and pretty even when you play each other.
I think parity is what you're
parity.
looking for.
There's the vocabulary guy.
It is. I would say certainly the top 6 or 7 teams are there's really no separation. I mean, we typically would have one maybe. I mean, I think Goodpasture's certainly been strong over the past 2 or 3 years. But this year you have 6, 7 teams that on any given night could beat each other.
It makes every game important and
really
every game tough. And
you've
got to come and bring your A game every night.
And again, you're dealing with, on any given night, you may have 1 to 4 players not playing.
That absolutely true. I mean, that is a whole different aspect. I mean, we've watched that in the NFL, the NHL, the NBA. Everybody is dealing with that. And hey, we just got to go play without somebody who's in our starting lineup. That's nothing unusual right now.
Yeah. And I mean, Goodpasture's, his coaches even. You know, I mean, it's
correct. We don't know where Adam Son is, but
right.
we only make assumptions that
I'm
that's
assuming he's not at trivia night at the at the local Ruby Tuesday.
I don't think it's bowling night or
I don't
anything.
think so.
I don't think he's going to miss a game for his team.
Yeah.
But it is a tough time to kind of deal with all those things.
It is. And we've dealt with it, you know. We dealt with it in all the sports, and we've dealt with it the last couple of years. It's amazing to watch how kids adjust and keep rising. I mean, these are unprecedented things that kids have never, or grown-ups in any generation, that I've certainly been alive that's ever had to deal with. And it's amazing to watch these kids are really resilient in the way they keep coming with positive attitudes. And I'm talking not just at our school, all over the place, So, they will wear a badge of honor in some ways, going through this.
Yeah, it is impressive. And I talked with Coach Patton before the game, and we knew he was going to have a couple players missing. And he said, hey, that's okay. We've been through adversity before. We'll just go out there and play. And
that's right.
You can see that on the faces of the team. The players feel the same way. And they've all gone out there and played hard and contributed, and they're in a tight game. We'll take a break for a couple minutes, and then we'll be back with the second half. So I know it's going to be a good, close, tight match, and just enjoying watching this game, watching the guys playing hard. We'll be back in just a few minutes. just about ready for the second half. First half scoring, Jaden Satterfield had 2. Brandon Smith had 1. Donovan Smith had 9. Isaiah Davis with 3. Ryan DeMumberin with 2. And Cam Carden with 3. Not a whole lot of scoring anywhere on either side. So we'll see if either team can get an offensive run going here. And if one team gets an offensive run, it might put a lot of hurt on the other team either way.
Yeah, it's interesting. One or two perimeter shots,
Yes.
could change it.
There weren't a whole lot of those.
No, and that's what traditionally in 2-3, you're trying to force perimeter shots, and there's not a lot. So
Right.
it's interesting.
Yeah, the Goodpastures tended to attack it by passing into the high post and looking to drive.
There it is.
As they drive right there through 2 defenders, and the Smith brothers come up with the steal. Down to Isaiah Davis in the corner. We're going to reset with Donovan up top.
I like it.
A little backdoor play. That's one of those where, you kind of get in the motion of running the play, and you just kind of go through that motion. You gotta make sure the pass is there before you let go.
Brandon kind of backdoored and stopped, and
yeah,
you kind of taught to throw behind the defender, and they're supposed to get there, so it's kind of one of those. That's tough. That's
again driving through the traffic, and number 13, Chandler Woosley, is able to convert there. Have him with 8 points, Coach. I think they've all been about the same. Driving the basket into the zone. Smith with the ball in the middle. He drives to the basket.
Finish.
Adjusts the shot and not able to finish in the traffic. Goodpasture brings the ball the other way. We're going to reset, kick it over to number 11, King Keary.
Yeah.
Open three-point shot, Coach. That's what you were talking about right there.
Yeah.
He got a little space.
He did.
And he's able to convert. Stretch the lead a little bit here for Goodpasture.
Yeah, we're five straight.
5 to start the half here.
We need to answer here.
Cam Carden drives, kicks out to Aubrey. That is the kind of drive you want to see right there out of Isaiah Davis. Take it in with authority right there.
I like that.
Nice take to the basket. Let's see if we can get a good defensive stop here. It looks like Jaden Jones wants the ball inside on Cam Carden. Cam manages to keep him outside, does a great job there, giving up the size. However, we turn it over, and number 13 again to the basket, Chandler Woosley. Coach, I'm not sure he's converted a shot outside of 3 feet, but he's really good at 3 feet.
He is. That's a great shot by Donovan.
Smith with a great shot. Looked like he got contacted there and still able to make the shot. Not even talking about refereeing that time. I'm just talking about the fact that he made the shot.
Yeah, he sure did.
National Christian looking to bring that trap out. Kick it down to the block. Cam Carden once again matched up on Jones. Number 11's going to take it to the basket. I think they're going to draw a foul.
It's on Isaiah.
You think it's on Isaiah?
That's what I think.
No, I think they called it on Aubrey Kimbrough there, and that'll be Kimbrough's third.
Yeah.
Trey Michael Lewis ready to come into the game. I have a feeling he'll get Kimbrough since he just picked up his third foul there.
Yeah.
So the basket is good by number 11, King Keary. And he'll have a free throw to make the three-point play. And he's not able to do it. Coach, Goodpasture's missed some free throws.
Yeah.
They're letting National Christian hang around there by not taking advantage of those things. Which I'm sure National Christian would say we're also not converting everything we should as well. Davis goes to the basket and is blocked again by Jones.
Yeah.
Goodpasture going to set up against the zone again. And Jones just breaks Michael Lewis down there and just shoots over him.
Yep.
National Christian in a little bit of a spot here, down 10, needs a basket desperately here. So Michael Lewis takes the shot and doesn't convert it, but gets a foul, and he's going to have 3 free throws at the line. That's going to be a big call there on number 14.
It's his third.
That'll be his third on Josh Williams. So Michael Lewis will have 3 free throws here. Not going to make the first. Goodpasture's been able to pick up the pace a little bit here. They've already scored 11 points here in 4 minutes. So National Christian's going to have to settle down in their defensive set here to kind of slow them down a little bit. And Michael makes the 3rd free throw there.
Cuts it to 9. I'd like to see a little more resistance on the defensive end.
Yeah, we've given up. Again, you know, they've taken advantage of some things, but they've also made some big shots there. I mean, we kept Jones out of the lane a couple of times,
yes,
but he's still able to convert that basket there from the outside. And so we just got to stop the penetration, and we got to clear the rebounds every time.
Right.
So
which we did a pretty good job of, especially the latter part of the first half.
Yes, we did. Yes, we did. So I'm looking. We have Coach. We got an audience of 39 or 40 right now. They're all of.
It's all of my aunts, uncles, and cousins.
All of your family members.
Yeah.
Listening in, wanting to hear if you're telling and confessing any family secrets.
No. I wish I was that interesting.
All right, well, National Christian is going to come out of this here and hopefully have a little bit of a defensive presence. We need to get a few stops here before this lead increases. So we got to get a few more stops and cut that lead down before the end of the 3rd quarter.
Let's see if we can change momentum a little bit. Usually starts on this end of the floor.
That high post cut. They got 2 posts down, and they're working a guard into the high post. And number 13.
That's too easy.
Well, once again,
it's too easy.
Number 13, Chandler Woosley, from 3 feet away.
It's too easy.
Yeah, he's getting there, and if he gets that deep, it's obviously going in. It has all night.
For sure.
So
it's a high percentage spot on the floor. We need to challenge that.
That's exactly right. Swing out to Isaiah Davis on the wing to switch the screen. It looks like he's got a smaller man guarding him. He wants the ball inside. They get the switch back.
Oh, okay.
Got to protect the ball. Got to be strong there to keep the reach in out. If you're going to draw the foul there, you got to turn that hip in a little bit.
Yep.
Make him run through you instead of around you. Donovan Smith taking it to the basket strong. Goes up high, not able to make it. And the ball's going to go over to Goodpasture. Brandon Smith back in the game. (36-25). Goodpasture scored a few points here in a row to stretch the lead a little bit.
Yeah, we've got to stem the bleeding a little bit here. We need to stand and. There's not a lot of transition in this game. It's a lot of half court.
Very much half court offense and execution is what this one has come down to. And
those are the rebounds we were getting in the first half that we are just not getting right now.
Exactly right. We really controlled the boards in the first half and haven't done that here. I'm not sure who they called that foul on. Carter misses the first free throw. I believe they might have called it on DeMumbrian, but I'm not positive. Could not see who they signaled that on. Carter misses both free throws, and Davis is able to track down the rebound and kick it over to Donovan Smith coming up the court. Good ball handoff there. Now we got a little bit of a mismatch. Davis takes the ball in through the traffic, and they're going to call that out of bounds on Davis.
Yep. It's good pressure defense.
Yep. I mean, they did a good job picking up the screen and coming back to kind of squeeze that drive. I think the Goodpasture offense starts with 4 passes up top that mean nothing, and then they attack. Yeah. If you watch, that tends to be what they do. They're going to call a walk there on Davis. And Cam Carden is going to get up off the bench and come in for Davis and give him a rest, which will move DeMumber into the middle of the zone for a moment. That time we squeeze the drive on 13, and he's not able to get to the basket. That's what you want to see. Don't let him get there. Good kick down to Cam Carden, and he takes the 3.
I love it.
2 for 2 on the night, Cam Carden.
It's our Mike linebacker, Coach.
Coach Cam Carden says he just wanted to play for fun this year.
I love it.
And I told him, I said, don't play for fun, play to win.
That's
Get out
right.
there and play hard. And I've really enjoyed watching him play. He plays aggressive on defense. When he's in there, he's an energy guy.
Yeah.
And tonight he's having to have more minutes. He's having to be a bigger part of the offense, and he's handled it well.
Hey, he's knocked down both open looks he's
Absolutely.
had.
There's nothing more you can do than that.
That's really not.
All right, so National Christian with a big basket there. Timeout. Coach Patton calls there and says, hey, let's go play some defense. Let's get some more. And we cut the lead to 8. And let's see if we can get another stop and come back the other way. Goodpasture here in the meaningless passing game up top that they start with. That's just what I call it.
Yeah, I mean, it's
just to get the motion started.
Yeah.
It makes the zone move is what it does. Makes them go from one side to the other, and then they run an offensive set of some kind.
That's how you attack a zone.
That's exactly right. You make them move, get them out of position, and then you try to get an isolation. And right there with the size that we have and the size that they have right now, Jack Carter just able to go over the top and get the rebound there. We weren't in bad position, and I don't think it was a foul. I just think he just went over the top.
No, he did. I don't think it was a foul at all.
Yeah.
It's, again, not to.
Good backdoor cut by Brandon Smith. Takes it to the basket. Kind of falls away to take that shot. Jaden Satterfield tries to make an aggressive defensive play and gets called for his second foul.
Yeah. Well, might have been a little bit of a foul there.
Yeah, I mean, I think, the first one might have been a foul. He finished it off.
Yes, he did. He didn't get the whistle on the
first
one.
Just so it was clear. He wanted to be sure it was clear.
Well, I think his intention was taken.
All right, so Goodpasture bringing the ball in. 42 seconds to go. 10-point lead.
Still not an insurmountable lead.
This game is definitely not over, and National Christian is playing hard, trying to get there, need a few finishes. Braylon Tolles coming into the game for the first time, is going to box out on the backside, and he pulls the rebound. He goes and hustles after it. Great play. Pass inside to Satterfield to Toll. Not able. Good look, good attack. Not able to get the basket.
Got to stop the ball.
Yeah, he's going to call that on the floor. Good call for us, as they're not going to get any free throws. He's going to call that on Isaiah Davis, number 5. That will be his second foul. Goodpasture bringing the ball. National Christian looking for a good stop here to end the quarter. And throw it out top to number 13, back to number 11. I feel a number 13 drive coming on with 6 seconds to go. Now he's going to swing it over.
It's a walk.
I think he took that extra step.
Did.
I will say this. I will give him this.
Yeah.
The referees have not missed that call all night.
No, they haven't.
Everybody who's taken that extra little hop step has been called for it, and they have been consistent.
Yeah.
Boys and girls game.
I think they've done a great job.
Yeah. In your estimation.
In my lack of professionalism, I question calls, but they've done a good job.
They have. They have, and we all know that is a job none of us want.
No.
Nashville Christian with a turnover there. Could have been dangerous, but Goodpasture not able to convert. And Nashville Christian will have the ball coming out of the quarter break.
Just think how many officiating auditors we have in the building.
Are there people actually listening? I don't know if there should be or not. Maybe we'll be careful. We love everyone. We hold no hostilities towards anyone.
Glad it's not my job, I'll tell you that.
That's exactly right. So Coach McPherson and Coach Brothers with the night off from the broadcasting crew tonight.
I know.
We have the B team in.
Yeah.
Maybe it's the C team. I would call myself the C team.
The bar has been lowered.
The bar has been lowered. Again, Coach McPherson gave me all the nicknames for the girls team so I could refer to them. I do not have the nicknames for the boys team, so I'm sorry if I don't know. I believe that he calls Donovan the General. I think that might be the only nickname that I know.
I struggle with the primary name, so I'm going to focus on that
Focus
first.
on those. Okay, that's good. Davis running the weave there, kicks it over to Smith. Back to Davis in the corner.
Yeah, it's got to be a little more fundamental with our passing.
Yeah.
Like,
Wouldn't mind seeing us attack there against a tight defense because they do have a few fouls on them in the first half, but we haven't drawn any in the second half, hardly.
and slip on the floor.
Good call for the timeout by Coach Patton. Unfortunate that Donovan lost his feet there, but we keep the possession. Coach, fouls were definitely a discussion as far as the number of fouls that certain players had in the first half, but in the second half, haven't been a lot called, so it's really going to come down to play on the court, which is what you want to see. But
no, 7 minutes to go in the fourth quarter. You're down 10. Nobody's got a hot hand. Nothing's consistently working offensively. I mean, you've got it. Somebody's got to make some things happen, and I would think it would be on the dribble penetration, try to draw fouls, and it's just. Yeah, we're not getting a lot of open looks on the perimeter, so
they're stopping our looks outside. Cam Carton seems to be the only one who can get open outside.
Which I'm sure they've scouted, and there's certain guys they're not going to let.
As we say that, Brandon Smith gets open for a three. Cam Carton gets called for a foul on the rebound there.
Well, as I say, you get 5 and you can't take them with you.
Yep, that's right. Might as well use them.
Spoken as a football player.
I think Cam lives by that rule. I'm pretty sure Cam lives by that rule. But we like that aggressive defense going for the boards, and we're going to have to do some of that here late. It's going to be hard to continue to stay in the 2-3 zone if Goodpasture chooses to pull it out a little bit. They're swinging the ball around, and they get the ball to 13 underneath to Carter. And they're going to call, I think, another foul on the floor on Cam Carton. I believe that's correct. So that'll be his third. We're in the fourth quarter now, and that pass comes into Moulton, and he hits the shot from the free throw line.
Yes, he was left wide open.
Yes. I think we were still getting set on defense. I'm not sure exactly what happened there, but we looked unprepared. Down to Davis in the post. Going in strong, nice strong move.
That's a great strong move.
Really like to see that. Just didn't quite get it to go.
The more you do that, the more they back off a little bit.
I think that's right. Keep going at it.
Yeah.
Don't back off, even if you miss a shot or two in there. You got to keep going there.
As a defender, you don't like getting shoulders in the chin.
No. Donovan Smith getting to the free throw line, swings it back up top to Cam Carton. And down to Isaiah once again. That time, they're going to get the blocking call on Jack Carter. It'll be his third.
I like Isaiah is attacking now, which is good. Kind of fronted him and drove baseline.
Yes, I like to see continuing to attack and go inside. I mean, that's where it's been hard to score, so it's easier to score in there if you can get inside. Steal there, number 11 for Goodpasture. I feel like he took a few extra steps. And then National Christian gets the turnover and then gives it back. Yeah. Let's give a shout out to elementary principal Lauren Brazel, who apparently has tuned in to our broadcast.
Miss Brazel.
Miss Brazel is listening.
I don't know if she's aware. I think they are going to request a couple of cheerleading dances at the Clarksville game on Monday.
Oh, okay.
So
excellent.
I wanted her to make sure those
I'm
girls
sure
are ready.
If she can get those girls ready for that, I'm sure Adelaide will be thrilled.
I know Adelaide will be thrilled.
National Christian gets the rebound there, and they're coming down the court looking for a
That's
good
a great
basket. Nice move by Donovan Smith. Continuing to attack the basket. If we're going to get back in it, I think that might be what we have to do. I think that's just what we have to do.
Who's going to kind of put it on their shoulder a little bit and do it? And if we can,
we got to get those boards.
We got to make those rebounds.
Yeah, I think this time they're going to get. I don't know if they called that on Kimbrough.
I think it may have been.
Looked like 2-5 to you.
Yeah.
I believe that's correct.
Yeah.
That'll be his fourth, and Jaden Jones is going to the line for, I think it's 1 and 1, but then I thought he signaled 2. So I guess it's 2 shots, and he makes the first. Goodpasture stretches the lead to 11. Some subs coming in for National Christian, giving those guys a rest. And that could be a factor as well. I mean, we have fewer numbers tonight.
Yeah.
Fewer people in the rotation. Some guys playing almost all of the game. Donovan Smith bringing the ball down after the rebound by DeMumbrian. So Michael from the corner. Good look. Nice tap out by Davis, who was blocked off. He did a good job trying to get that to another Eagle, but not able to get it. Kind of a quick shot by Goodpasture, which works a little bit in the favor of the Eagles since it didn't go in. Donovan pulls up for 3 from deep. Not able to make that, trying to make something happen there. And we're going to have some of that here in the last 4 minutes.
You can't fault someone.
Nope.
Got to get the ball.
Trying to make a shot.
Yeah.
Out to number 0. Didn't take the 3 that time. Maybe he's going to take that one. That's 2 that he's taken. DeMumbrian fighting hard in there for the boards.
Oh, grab the ball.
And we finally got it down here, and we have a break and advantage here. Brandon Smith for 2.
Credit to single digits.
Got to keep working on it, a little bit at a time.
Again, I mean, there's enough time.
There is enough time. We just have to stay solid on defense, pull every rebound, and attack quickly. They got the short corner there, kind of in the weak spot of the zone, and he got an open jumper there for Jones. National Christian brings the ball up the court.
No.
Moving the ball up top, it's tipped, and Goodpasture's going to come up with the steal and take it down, and that one's really hurts. Stretches out the lead to 13 points. Davis brings the ball up the court, attacking quickly. They know they have to have some baskets. And he gets that shot blocked. We're going to have the ball underneath the basket there. National Christian down 45-32. Jaden Satterfield coming back into the game, and some subs coming into the game for Goodpasture as well.
Well, lead stretched to 13.
Really need a big basket here.
We do.
This is where sometimes you try to get your three-point shooters. I believe that's going to hit the rafters there, and they're going to call that out of bounds. Trying to go over the top, literally over the top. Kimbrough and Carden, looks like we might be doing a little bit of offense-defense subs there.
Yeah.
He's coming back in the game.
I love it, you know.
Yep.
Be as strategic as you can.
Got to keep playing hard. Got to make every possession on offense and defense count.
I love it.
Goodpasture has continued to shoot the 3 with a lead, and that's given us the ball back, continuing to give us chances.
Well,
the National Christian just hasn't been able to score.
It's always hard, you know. I mean, in many sports, not just basketball, but you're playing one way and then you try to slow down, and oftentimes that's, you know.
When mistakes happen.
Yeah,
that's right.
it's interesting.
Davis goes inside from the pass from Smith. Great job being strong, getting his body set, then taking the ball up. Down to 11. Going to have to pick up the pressure here a little bit. Jones taking it inside. I think they're going to get the block and the basket there.
Yeah.
Foul on Isaiah Davis. That'll be his third. Jones picks up another basket, and he'll have a chance for a three-point play. Goodpasture with a 14-point lead at this point. Eagles got to make some baskets quickly. Smith goes to the free throw line. I feel like I should know 13's name by heart. I don't yet. It's Woosley. He comes down with a rebound and brings it up.
It was a Woosley. There was a Tiffany Woosley.
There was a Tiffany Woosley.
Was she at Shelbyville or
Shelbyville.
was she UT?
Shelbyville.
Or was she?
It was definitely Shelbyville. I think she might have been at UT after that, but she was definitely at Shelbyville. Attack to the basket by number 11 from Goodpasture. He misses the shot.
That's out of control. Oh, wow.
They're going to call, I think they called Donovan. The arm came down. They're going to get him for that. Kind of some sloppy play there a little bit on both sides.
Yeah.
Donovan's going to pick up his first foul. So, Coach, it's getting in tough territory, 14 points, a minute and 24 seconds. As we look forward a little bit, tomorrow night we play at home again against DCA. Game is at 6 o'clock. And so I think our regular broadcast crew, Coach McPherson, will be back tomorrow night. So I'm sure most of you will be looking forward to him being back.
The viewership may triple.
Yeah. Coach McCleary's family won't be in, but everybody else will. I think they're going to call an illegal screen there. I think they're going to get that on Cam Carden. We try to run that little elevator screen there for Brandon Smith, and as they were closing the elevator there, I think he was a little late getting it closed.
Yeah, I guess so.
So Goodpasture with the ball and a 16-point lead. And National Christian has gone into man pressure here. And they're going to put number 13, Woosley, at the line. Have a good crowd tonight.
Yeah, it's nice to see stands.
It's a full bleachers. And unlike other schools in our area, we do have students at the game.
Yes.
We do allow our students to come to the game. So we have quite a few students here. They're here trying to support both teams, and we're happy to see that.
It's
I don't know if
different
you're aware of
these
that.
kids.
The Vanderbilt did not allow their students to go to the game.
I saw somewhere where season ticket holders were giving their tickets to students.
I also saw somewhere where season ticket holders were selling the student tickets for $200 a piece. I'm not sure that's what everybody had in mind.
Wow.
Yeah, we're not going to allow the students to come, but we're going to sell their seats. And so a Kentucky fan could have bought the ticket for $200 to sit where the students couldn't sit.
Yeah.
Donovan Smith at the line looking for a couple of points here. Converts the free throw. Donovan's had another solid game.
Yeah.
I think the other night, I think I'm correct in that he had 29 points the other night.
I think
in one of our games recently. Was that the Harpeth game?
Yeah,
Is that
he did. He had 29 against Clarksville.
29 against Clarksville.
And he had 30 plus against Harpeth.
Definitely a leader on the court.
Yeah. Plays
tough every play.
Wow.
And they're going to call some quick fouls here.
Yeah.
So Goodpasture, number 11, to the line. Converts the free throw. makes the second. So the score stretches to 53-36. Smith attacks. Kimbrough with the three.
Boy.
Which makes that.
Good shot by Aubrey.
Good shot. You know, in those moments in a game like this, you just have to shoot it. You gotta be prepared to shoot if you have some space, and he was ready and he knocked it down.
Again, you know, some of these young guys getting these minutes. It's important. I mean, you know, for their development, and they draw on these and grow up. And so.
Yeah, never as a coach do you make excuses. You don't.
No.
You can only play with what
correct.
you have, and they've come out and they played hard tonight. They know they're going to play this team again, and certainly every player in a white jersey tonight has learned something and has contributed to the game. And
Absolutely.
Have played hard and hopefully have gotten better. And so, you know, you don't want to lose the game, but you certainly want to come out with it and think, okay, we've learned some things, we've gotten better, and we're going to be better down the road for it. We have the Smith brothers, Davis. We almost have all single digits out there. Braylon Toll, the double-digit 14 there.
If you look at it, everyone on the floor and on the bench have played significant minutes.
Yes, absolutely. They're going to get a turnover there. Yeah. National Christian going to get a chance to put some more points on the board. Yes, you're exactly right. I mean, points, defense, rebounds, everyone has contributed. And, you know, you don't see players that are down. You see players that are still playing hard here late in the game. And that's kind of what you want to see out of this team. Yeah. Out of any team. Yep, I think we're going to get a foul there. Of course, I think that's only their fourth foul of the half. Fouls on number 11, King Keary. And the Eagles are going to bring it back inbounds underneath. Over the top to Davis. And they're going to call a hand check. There as Davis was ready to make a post move.
Balancing the foul counts up here. Let's see.
Yeah. Swinging the ball to Satterfield in the corner. He takes the basket. I like that. Taking it to the basket.
No call.
No call there. And so we play on. Goodpasture has the rebound, 30 seconds to go. But imagine they would be content just to run the clock out. National Christian going to continue to pressure, try to get the ball and keep playing until the final horn. Foul's on Donovan Smith. I believe that's just his second foul, but I think I might have missed one just a minute ago.
You did.
He's got three.
They gave him one on the floor. Hand check.
Just like to point out that I've continued to keep stats throughout this game. Coach McClary has kept 0 stats.
It's all up here, Coach. Right here.
Yeah, all the information is coming from his head for sure. There's no writing on his scorebook. Just Goodpasture again. Misses both free throws. They've missed several free throws tonight. Donovan Smith takes it to the basket. Nice pull-up jumper. That's where his strength is right there. Great shot. Clock is winding down. Eagles still playing pressure defense, which you like to see. This is exactly what you want. You don't want your team to quit. We haven't quit, and there's 4 seconds to go. Goodpasture going to let the clock run out. So the final score, Goodpasture 53, National Christian 41. Thank you all for listening. Great game by the Eagles. Played hard. You know, nothing to be ashamed of when you play hard and you just come up on the short end, and that's okay sometimes. They know they're going to come back tomorrow and work on some of those things that they could improve from tonight.
A lot of season left.
Yes.
Like I said, this district is certainly every night is a battle, but every night is winnable.
Yes, that's right.
So
that's the thing. So you got to keep your confidence up and know that the next time when you're in a 6 to 8 point ball game, you're going to be on the top end instead of on the bottom. So keep playing. Next game could be better. We're excited about what we have here and the teams and the work that the coaches are doing.
Absolutely.
Thank you guys for listening, and we'll be back on. Well, we won't be back on, but Coach McPherson will be back tomorrow, 6 o'clock against DCA.